I mean, if it's 6:35, that's fine. What is it?
Everything's backed up. Coming
What?
up in the toilets now. I mean, the tubs.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
What could have done that?
Don't know.
Lord,
I know I'm not there to do it, and my wife is doing it.
I just got a YouTube update. Watch live Spirit Media Network. Hmm. And we welcome you to the Pine Belt. It's part two of a rivalry between two Region 3-6A teams as we get all set for Brandon at Petal. Part two as we welcome you to Petal High School, high atop Panther Stadium. I'm Jason Scarborough. He is the bearded one, Jeff Eade, as we're inside here at Panther Stadium. Logan Campbell is at a camera right now. He's doing all the difficult work tonight. We appreciate him. Newman Kazari is on the camera tonight. And Jeff, this is a rematch of two teams. We were here back in October. We've been here twice already.
Yep.
Two KDMC Mississippi Ag games of the week. And both games here have been phenomenal. Now we've got a rematch, Brandon and Petal, with the right to continue pushing in the postseason. The previous game was fantastic. This one promises to be no different.
Yeah, Jason, Petal's coming in as the 3-6A champions, and they're looking for another win to continue the road to the ship. They Brandon's got great talented team going down to the coast and beating D'Iberville. That was a challenge. It's always a challenge to go down to the coast.
Yeah.
And Petal just handled business down there in Biloxi. So here they are, second round of the playoffs. It's going to be a good game.
Should be a phenomenal matchup, and we talked about it. You just heard Jeff talk about Brandon going to the coast and beating D'Iberville 35-25 And, of course, Petal dismantling Biloxi 31-0 last week here at home. So, what does that mean for tonight? I'm going to lean on the experience of someone who played in both high school and college. Brandon, they struggle against DeIverville. They were winning that game in blowout fashion early in the game, and then Petal blows out Biloxi. What does that mean for tonight? We have no idea. How does that translate when you come into a game? It's hard to beat the same team twice in the same season, but what do you take from last week on both sides? Close game, and then you're on the blowout side with Petal. What do you take as a player?
Well, if you're Petal, you've got to be careful not to come in with a big head.
Yeah.
If you're coming in and thinking we've got this, we're on a roll, we've got the momentum, we're favored to win, nobody can stop us. You better watch out, especially with a Brandon team. They always step it up in the playoffs. If you're Brandon, every game has been a struggle so far, and they've come back in the second half of the game and come up short a few times, including against Petal, which, can be intimidating when you travel all the way down here from Brandon. You've got this atmosphere. There's 80% chance of rain, which we'll talk about later. But, it's intimidating to come into this atmosphere, having lost here already. They got their hearts ripped out in the last seconds of the game. So, it's going to be interesting to see the results of this game. It's a great matchup. Part two,
and of course you heard Jeff talk about the last game. This was a 27-24 win for Petal. They've had the upper hand as of late in this series with Brandon, and Petal's had the upper hand in postseason matchups. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but it was the foot of Nate Jones, 2 35-yard field goals in the fourth quarter in the last matchup here October 11th. Will it come down to a field goal here tonight? The field conditions, we're on a turf surface here, so field conditions should not be much of an issue here tonight, as we do have an 80% chance of rain. You did hear Jeff talk about that. But we're here on a turf field, Jeff, so field conditions should not play much of a factor, although Petal, they're a run-oriented team, averaging close to 250 yards rushing per game. Brandon, they only average 88 yards rushing per game. So you would think that the rain would play in the Panthers' favor, so we'll see if we've got a rock'em sock'em wet one here tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jason, this rematch, these two teams couldn't be matched any more even than they already are. Petal's got a 1-2 punch, and it's not players. It's actually their offense and their defense. That's their 1-2 punch. They're great on both sides of the ball. Brandon they've got a solid offense, with Will Rogers at quarterback, and they've got an outstanding team, and he's surrounded by some great receivers. Talking about field conditions, the turf might be easy to run on, but that ball's still going to be wet, and Rogers is going to have an issue having his wet hands throwing the ball, receivers catching the ball, and yes, they have their sticky, air quotes, gloves, but
you're still mad that you couldn't use Stickum back in the day.
I am.
As a tight end, you're still mad?
Yes.
Let it go. Let it go. All right.
But yeah, the field may do okay, but the air attack is going to be limited for Rogers.
We'll see. We're expecting an 80% chance of rain, as you heard Jeff talk about, as we'll continue to talk about that here in the KDMC pregame show. We're just outside of 23 minutes, just inside 23 minutes before kickoff. Petal and Brandon, second round of the 6A playoffs, deep within the Pine Belt. We continue in 2 minutes here on the Spirit Media Network.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
Before digging in my yard, I always call 811 to have my utility lines marked.
To avoid service interruptions or injury. As CenterPoint Energy says, it's better to call 811 now than 911 later. And if I suspect a gas leak, I leave the area immediately on foot and call CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe, remote location.
Really?
CenterPoint Energy invests in its infrastructure to help keep you safe. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi Community Colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
Back with you here at Petal High School as we are inching closer and closer to Petal in Brandon Part 2 here in the second round of the Class 6A playoffs. Glad that you're with us here tonight wherever you're watching, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube Live. Our website is spiritmedianet.com. Of course, you'll be able to watch the replay of tonight's ball game and our own Roku TV channel, Spirit Live. You can watch there from the comfort of your own living room, as the bearded one does so often, right?
That's right.
All right, so impact player segment. This was kind of an interesting discussion with you and I coming down, because when you look at our impact players presented by Mississippi Ag, we start with the visiting Brandon Bulldogs.
.6% completion rate. He's only got 3 interceptions. He's ranked nationally in yards with over 3,000 yards. I think it's over 3,300 yards.
Yeah.
37 touchdowns. But he's surrounded by a great cast of receivers, too. Will Tyndall's got 2 touchdowns. Ladarius Moore has 4. Ashton Nickelberry's got 13. And Logan Bouvet has 1. But wait, Jason, there's more.
Of course.
Don't miss out on Joshua Montague and Alzario Smith. Montague's very consistent, both running and catching the ball, and Smith is averaging 5 yards a carry. So the Bulldogs can strike from anywhere, anytime. Defensively, the Bulldogs are also ranked nationally with total tackles as well as sacks. Almost all of their defensive starters have sacks, and the box averages 100 tackles each. They all have 11 fumble recoveries, 6 interceptions. I mean, they're outstanding. The Panthers are going to have a hard time trying to mix it up to find a good way to get around the tough Brandon defense.
It's interesting you talk about Petal and what they're going to do to counter this Brandon defense. They have a phenomenal and incredible rushing attack with Micah McGowan. He's rushed for over 1,500 yards this season, but the play of their quarterback in big games, specifically our 2 previous games of the week presented by King's Daughters Medical Center and Mississippi Ag, those performances by this quarterback for Petal cannot be understated.
Yeah, DeCarlos Nicholson's something else. He's coming in at also a high completion rate at 60%, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he's also got 5 rushing touchdowns. So he can throw it, he can pass. I mean, he can run it either way. He's definitely a threat. But yeah, also I want to reiterate about Nate Jones. He's 39 for 41 on extra points, and he's 6 for 6 on field goals. Let's not forget the last meeting of speaking of field goals.
No.
Yeah, so, Petal with their, McGowan running the ball, Nicholson running and passing the ball. It's going to be a great offensive attack here for Petal. Also going back to the weather conditions, it's very favorable for their type of offense. You never know where they're coming from. So Petal's looking good tonight.
And here's what's interesting. We had a chance to visit with Coach Marcus Boyles before tonight's ball game. We got in here pretty early and had a chance to visit with him in the Petal locker room, which, by the way, wow.
Phenomenal.
Can we just talk about that for a second?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Wow. And
2-story.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff was just in awe when we walked in, and he said, man, I would love to have my picture on the wall in here. I mean, as a player, that speaks to the commitment to this football team and this football program. But we were talking with Coach Boyles. Shout out to his dad, by the way.
That's right.
Mark Boyles, who watches our stream every time we come down here. We appreciate him so much. Shout out to Mr. Boyles Sr. But Coach Boyles was talking about, hey, earlier in the week, it was no rain for Friday night. Then it moved up to 30%. Then it moved up to 40%. Now we're looking at 80%.
80%. We're standing there. Well, let's check it again. And it was 80%.
Yeah.
Starting at 7 o'clock, which is coming up. So should be rolling in here soon.
But he did say, he said, hey, if it rains, I'm okay with that. He knows. He's been doing this a long time, nearly 300 wins in his career. He knows that this plays to the Panthers' favor if it's a run-oriented night. And that's a slick football. He knows it plays to their advantage.
Yeah, the Petal defense is really – they've got this front wall. Proctor, Walters, Carter, sounds like a law firm.
Yeah.
But they're leading the team in tackles and forced fumbles. But even if you get past them, you've still got these phenomenal linebackers in Newsome and Lee. So overall, the defense has 11 interceptions, 9 forced fumbles, and 7 fumble recoveries. So even if you get past the first 2 layers and try to pass deep, they better watch out. Will Rogers is going to have his hands full passing the ball. But then again, they're going to cover it and contain the outside. They've got a tremendous defensive team. So, I mean, like I said initially, this is a very well evenly matched team.
Can I just say how pumped you've been? For folks watching on Facebook, Twitter, wherever they're watching, you have been so pumped for this matchup all week. It couldn't get here soon enough for you. Why is that?
I don't know, man. It's our last game of the week.
Yeah.
And I'll always love a rematch. And going down traveling, it's just kind of takes me back. Takes me back into the atmosphere. And Friday night under the lights in Mississippi, second round of the playoffs. Will Brandon get their revenge, or will Petal continue to roll on, to the championship? We were talking earlier about their run, and this is the second time in the last 5 seasons that they've gone to the championship. So potentially, Coach Boyles has done a great job in getting the fans in. I noticed as we pulled into town, all the different signs on the banks and rooting for their Panthers and everything. So he's got the whole town invested, and the crowd's already probably two-thirds full.
So.
And everybody knows rain's coming, and they don't care.
And let's be honest, I was going to say the rain might chase off some of the folks that want to come to the game tonight, but thankfully for us, we're dry.
Yes.
And we're high atop Panther Stadium where you can see all of the Pine Belt and Canada pretty much. I mean, we're way up here. So let's take another 2-minute break as we continue here in the KDMC pregame show. We'll come back and give you tonight's starting lineups as we roll on here from Petal here on the Spirit Media Network.
A smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
Like hunting or fishing, Van Sporting Goods is a tradition that's been passed down through the generations. Since 1992, Mississippi's hunters have come to Vans to gear up for their favorite seasons. And this season is no different. You can't miss with the Loophole Optics. And find the perfect fit for the largest gun selection in Mississippi, featuring Browning, Benelli, Winchester, and more, plus accessories that take your outings to the next level. Van Sporting Goods, a name you know as well as your own.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, butcher block islands, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
And we welcome you back here to Panther Stadium, getting set for Brandon at Petal Part 2, as we'll have the national anthem here in just a moment. That gives us a chance to look at the starting lineups, brought to you by CenterPoint Energy, always there. Let's look for the visiting Bulldogs first, as we will look at Brandon on offense. And, of course, we talked about Will Rogers gets the ink, but watch number 29, Joshua Montague. He's the second leading receiver on this Brandon offense. And as now we look at the Brandon defense, of course, this is a team that Jeff talked about, and they are a very good defensive team. They rank nationally in so many different categories. Brandon's defense led by Zyhenryon Perry. He's the team's leading tackler and is as good a linebacker as you'll find in Mississippi. That's a look at the Brandon starting lineups. And now for the visiting Petal Panthers, 11-1 on the season. And they are the Region 3-6A champs. Your offensive starters, of course, DeCarlos Nicholson was profiled in our pregame show. Micah McGowan is the engine of this Panther offense and key to the success of Petal's ground attack. Petal's defense, as we'll look at those starters now, this defensive unit for the Panthers. When we were here in our previous 2 games of the week, Jacorian Newsom, he was the leading tackler, and we talked a lot about him. But defensive tackle R.J. Proctor, he is the X factor tonight in getting pressure on Will Rogers. He's key for this Panther defense tonight. So we look at our starting lineups. They're brought to you by CenterPoint Energy. Montague from Brandon. When he comes into the ball game, Jeff, we were talking about that coming in, he's going to run a pass pattern most of the time he's on the field.
Yeah, I think he's going to, look for him to run some out routes, some in routes, and some wheel routes, and that's pretty much it. The problem is, just like old days, you might know our play, but you still got to stop us. So it's going to be up to the Petal defense to pick up on that, and hopefully they've been prepared by Coach Boyles and his staff.
We will take our final 2-minute break here of our KDMC pregame show as we're standing now for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll give you the keys to victory here. Back in 2 minutes here on the Spirit Media Network.
Petal Drug Company specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. You'll always work with somebody at our pharmacy who greets you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer your questions. Visit PetalDrugCompany.com to learn more about all the ways we service your family's healthcare needs. Petal Drug Company, proud sponsors of Petal Panther Athletics.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful season. Elite is proud to serve the local community with multiple locations providing superior outpatient physical therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffered an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you.
It's Friday night in Mississippi, where high school football takes center stage across the Magnolia State. That also means it's time for the Friday Night End Zone's Game of the Week on the Spirit Media Network. The Friday Night End Zone Game of the Week is brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center, providing quality health and wellness in a Christian environment. By Mississippi Ag, Ag Up. By CenterPoint Energy, always there. By Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference. By Pole Chaps of Brandon. Need your business to stand out? Pole Chaps has you covered. By Vans Sporting Goods, online at vansoutdoors.com. Now let's head to the field with tonight's crew bringing you all the action right here on the Spirit Media Network.
Welcome back as we just heard a stirring rendition of our national anthem. Wow, Jeff and I were in awe of that.
Amazing.
It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
Not a
it's
bad
amazing.
way to start the night as the captains are meeting. And Jeff, your keys to victory tonight, we just had an alert here on our phones that light rain should be starting here in the next 20 to 25 minutes. It should get heavier as the night progresses. So let's check the keys to victory as the captains are meeting. And, of course, the weather's going to be a big part tonight as we watch and see if the rain plays a factor. Your keys to victory for Brandon at Petal, part 2.
I'm going to keep it really quite simple, Jason. The keys to victory tonight are going to be who's the team with the fewest mistakes possible. That being said, which team is going to be able to capitalize on the mistakes from the other team? Whomever is able to do that will be the victor of this rematch.
Of course, the captain's meeting, and we're glad that Newman Kazari has found his way here to the Pine Belt. We'll tell you about the series here in just a second. I'll have the bearded one watch who wins the toss here, if he would. As we look at the two coaches here, of course, Brandon head coach Tyler Peterson in his 5th season as Bulldogs head coach. Peterson 50-19 in his time at Brandon with a 29-6 region record. Peterson has, however, struggled in the postseason at Brandon with only a 5-4 mark, 2 first-round exits, and 1 first-round bounce. Peterson has also had coaching stops at Northwest Rankin for 1 season, Kosciuszko for 2 seasons, and Noxapater for 3 seasons. He's posted 3 seasons at Brandon with double-digit wins, yet no state championship. Petal, of course, led by Coach Marcus Boyles. In his 8th season as Panther head coach, he's led Petal to 7 straight postseason appearances. Every season he's been here as head football coach, and to a state championship appearance in 2015 where they fell short to this player you may recognize, A.J. Brown, and the Starkville Yellow Jackets. He's compiled a 73-33 mark while at Petal and a remarkable 42-14 region record. Of course, before coming to Petal, he spent 11 seasons at Wayne County, going 127-21. In his time at Waynesboro, he led the War Eagles to 5 state championship game appearances, winning 3 state titles there. Ironically, he spent 2 seasons at Pearl. We talked to him about his time in Rankin County before the ball game today. And before that, of course, he was successful at Taylorsville, winning 2 state titles there. He's 3 games shy from 300. So the Panthers make their way onto the field. The Bulldogs make their way onto the field. We're about to get it on deep within the Pine Belt.
Jason, this atmosphere is crazy. Both teams come out virtually the very same time. You know, you've got the Bulldogs with their dry ice and fog coming out of their Bulldog head. And just the crowds erupt. It's a great night for football, buddy.
Panthers are going to get the football first. Brandon won the toss and deferred. So we will see this Panther offense take the field first as the smoke continues to straddle the field here at Panther Stadium. Glad that you're with us here tonight. Jason Scarborough, Jeff Eade, Logan Campbell here in the press box with you as we're all set. Brandon in all white, as you can see on your screen here. And we encourage you to watch from wherever tonight.
Tell your family, tell your friends, tune in. This is going to be a great game tonight. Great rematch and a great way to end our KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week series.
All set here as the Panthers will take this kickoff return. And I want to say that that's McGowan back to return this one. Looks like that might be McGowan and possibly Harris. As the Panthers going with the icy look with the helmets tonight. As Brandon in their black helmets. Here's the kick. We're underway. Let's do it from the Pine Belt. Going to carry the Panthers into the end zone. And that's Hanford on the return there. He's going to take it in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And here we go. Told you about DeCarlos Nicholson. When the lights have been brightest, he's played the best. Shotgun formation here for Nicholson. He'll send twins to the near side, 1 wide receiver to the left. Nicholson, he's calling a receiver in motion, and he says, oh, here he comes.
Wake up.
Going to be the handoff to McGowan. Starts left, now goes back right, goes back left, a minimal gain. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see him just get stuffed by that front wall of Brandon's defense. I think we're going to see a lot more of that tonight.
And you know Petal wants to establish the run early. Like to see Nicholson, of course. Let's see how active he'll be in the rushing attack tonight. Of course, Brandon in that classic 3-4 defense that defensive coordinator, Coach Robinson, is known for. Shotgun again for Nicholson to play action. He wants to throw, has a man, and in between 2 receivers far side. Confusion on the routes there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Jason, I think you're going to see that on this KDMC replay, the blitz from the outside coming in. He's under a lot of pressure and just rushed it. He had a man wide open in the flats, but he just kind of rushed it.
That was his tight end, Landon Easley, who doesn't have a catch yet this season, and was the intended target, or one of the intended targets there. Nicholson going to send Cherry in motion to the near side, and he's going to fake to McGowan, keep right up the middle, and he's close to the Mississippi Ag 1st down, but I think he's going to be just short.
Yeah, I think he's going to be about a yard short here on the KDMC replay. He's just going to fake the handoff and then go up the middle and just try to get what he can. Just short of the 1st down. Looks like they're going to punt it.
I guess he heard me because I just said, will we see Nicholson in the run game here early? And he manages to pick up close to a 1st down there. But he's going to be just short. Here's the punt here, and almost blocked by the Bulldogs. Fair catch called for by Brandon, and they muff it. And it's still on the turf, and it looks like the Bulldogs may have gotten back on it. Goodness gracious, that was almost disastrous for the Bulldogs.
You know, the KDMC replay, you're going to see O'Brien call for a fair catch and just, like you said, muffed it. And just, but he was able to jump back on it. Woo, saved it.
So Brandon's going to get sparkling field position here, Jeff. At around the 37-yard line. They may put it down at the 36. I'm going to call it the 37. So Will Rogers, empty set here. 5 receiver set, trips to the near side. Rogers, the Mississippi State commit. He's in the top 60 nationally and 1st in Mississippi in passing yards. Pressure coming, eludes the rush, and throws over the middle and has a man, and it's complete for the Mississippi Ag 1st down. Guess who? It's Ashton Nickelberry for the 1st down.
Yeah, here on the KDC replay, you're going to see Will Rogers, handling the pressure. There was a blitz coming from the outside. He stepped up into the pocket and got Nickelberry right across the middle for the 1st down.
It was good pressure there by the Panthers, but they could not get to Rogers. He moves in the pocket better than most in the high school ranks. Here's the snap. He's going to hand, looks like that's Zalion Johnson, and he powers ahead for 4 yards. And we'll see Johnson, we'll see Montague, we'll see Alzario Smith. We'll see a stable of running backs from the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, here on the KDMC replay, he just kind of bobs and weaves his way through there for a good 4-yard pickup.
2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs as they have now moved inside Petal territory. Quick pass, far side, and what a catch there. On the reception is number 7 for the Bulldogs, Caleb Anderson, the junior wide receiver.
Just runs a great out route here, gets the 1st down with a yard to spare.
We didn't see Anderson in our first KDMC Mississippi Ag game of the week here. And here's a handoff coming near side and tackled for a loss of 1 in the backfield. As coming up to make the tackle here, Colden Carter and Jacorian Newsom combined to make the stop.
Yeah, they just penetrated, got through to the backfield and shut him down before he had any yardage to do anything with.
Panthers 3 and out on their first offensive possession. They punt. Bulldogs with great field position, and now they've moved to inside the 35. 2nd down, 11 for Rogers. He's going to put Tyndall, his tight end, in motion to the far side. Rogers back to pass. Quick screen pass here near side to Montague, and he's pushed out of bounds as he gets inside the 30, close to the 25. And, Jeff, you called it. When he's in the ball game, watch for the screen.
Watch for those quick screens and the out routes and everything, and that's exactly what's happening. And, again, you might know it's coming when he comes in the game, but you still got to stop him.
Montague remains in the ball game. He's to the right shoulder of Rogers. Twins to the far side. And now he's going to flip Montague as Rogers looks at a three-man Panther front. There's the snap. Rogers, fade route towards the end zone, overshoots everyone. Wanted Nickelberry. Good coverage there by the Panthers. Michael Wyndham, the senior cornerback, stride for stride there with Nickelberry.
If you can see here, they were blitzing from the outside, and Will Rogers just had to get rid of it. Just overthrew him a little bit.
4th down and 2, and the Bulldogs. The offense remains on the field. The Panther home crowd coming to their feet. Play clock down to 15. Rogers scoots Montague to his left shoulder, now puts Nickelberry in motion. 4th and 2 at the Petal 25. Rogers drops it. It's loose, and it looks like the Bulldogs may have come up with it. And the Panther defense forces a mistake here, and they will take over on downs.
Watch here, it's just a bobbled snap, and luckily they were able to jump on it, but it doesn't make a difference. Turnover on downs. We talked about capitalizing on the mistakes, and there's the first one of the game.
So Brandon with the first turnover of the night as Rogers fumbles. So turnover on downs here. And now the Panther offense will have it for the second time tonight. Shotgun for Nicholson, play action. He's back to pass. Quick pass here, near side caught. And now off to the races, to the 40, to the 30. Cuts inside the 20 and down inside the 10. A quick catch and run here. And on the reception is Jonathan Harris, the junior receiver.
Jason, watch this. Gets him on the out route. Perfectly timed. He catches the ball off to the races. And he does this little stutter here at the end right there. And then that gets him a few more yards. I'm so excited.
First and goal here for the Panthers. Handoff, McGowan left side, a little shaking. You got me excited
I know,
now.
I'm telling you. A little shake and bake there, yeah.
Shake and bake.
Here on the replay, we're going to see. Okay, we're not. Well, what had happened was. He was bobbing and weaving trying to get through there, and the Brandon defensive line just kind of stood him up there. He was able to get a few yards on the play, but here we go, second goal.
Clock rolling here as we're inside 8 minutes. Shotgun for Nicholson. He's going to hand to McGowan again, coming right side, pushing the pile. Is he in? They say no, he's just short. Down inside the 1.
Here on KDMC replay, you're going to see that great effort by the offensive line just to clear the way. And then, of course, they're pushing him, and he just comes up short.
3rd and goal from the 1, or inside the 1. Panthers plenty of time on the play clock. Trying to take advantage of a stand by their defense. Nicholson takes, gives, McGowan. Touchdown! No, they say he's down. No, they say he's down.
I question that. Watch this on the replay. He kind of bobs and weaves, and then right there, he clears the plane right there.
Oh, goodness.
I think we're going to have questionable calls like that all night long, Jason, especially when the weather rolls in.
Can we roll that one back later? Not right now, but a little message to our.
The initial hit, he was short.
Yeah.
But then that last step as he fell down, I think he crossed the plane.
Nicholson going to take the snap, and he pushes in. 4th and 1, no problem. Touchdown, Panthers. And Petal strikes first.
Here at KDMC replay, you're going to see the quick snap, and he just quarterback sneak right through and drives through. Great effort by the Brandon defense to shut him down on a goal line stand. It just didn't pan out.
Nate Jones, who was the hero in the last battle between these two teams, will try to tack on the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 7-0, Panthers on top. With 6 minutes and change here in the first quarter, we step aside for 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
The Rankin County Board of Supervisors continue to strive for excellence for all of Rankin County. Rankin County is one of the fastest growing counties in Mississippi and is centrally located at a key crossroads for economic development in the South. We're home to the Atlanta Braves AA affiliate, the Mississippi Braves, as well as the outlets of Mississippi, and will continue providing residents outstanding quality of life amenities with economic development opportunities, acclaimed schools, public safety, outdoor activities, and a variety of shopping and dining options. Learn more at rankincounty.org.
Respect the kid. 7-0 Petal on top of Brandon as the Panthers take advantage of a attempted fourth down conversion by Brandon moments ago, and a big pass to the Petal receiver, Jonathan Harris.
Yeah,
the catch and run there set him up first and goal. Here the Panthers kicking deep. Going to be a shallow kick, taking it around the 11 by the Bulldogs. Brandon, looks like that's O'Brien across the 25 and just shy of the 29-yard line. So Brandon will take over on offense here. And let's see what the Bulldogs come up with. They had great field position on their first possession. Let's see what the Bulldogs come up with.
Yeah, we'll see if the Panthers step up again and kind of shut down their series there. They had a momentum, and Panther defense stepped it up. We'll see if they can recover and make another go at it.
It's always interesting, too, to see how a team responds after they've been punched in the mouth.
That's right.
On the road. So
Exactly.
Let's see how Brandon responds. 4 receivers set.
There's a whole lot of game left.
Rogers in the shotgun, takes the snap, straight drop. Pressure comes, throws over the middle. A pass is caught, and he's across the 40, the 45, up to the 46-yard line. Logan Buvett, the senior, his 13th catch of the season, and it's a Mississippi Ag first down.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see this nice little cross route, throw and catch. Buvett does a great job, great route, and then makes a stop, gets another couple yards off the reception.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Montague in the game. He's running the screen, and he's open on the far side, and Rogers overshoots him. We did a little research this week, Jeff, and pretty much every time Montague's in the game, he's going to run what pass patterns?
Either a wheel route or out route or in route or a screen and repeat.
That's it. Rinse and repeat.
And he was wide open. He was wide open. So
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs here. Twins to the near side and twins to the far side. For Rogers, takes the shotgun snap, screen or tunnel screen near side, and nice catch and run here by the Bulldogs. Mississippi Ag first down, and on the catch and run is Caleb Anderson, his 2nd catch tonight, and the Bulldogs in Petal territory.
It's a great little tunnel screen here. You'll see well executed, perfect pass and catch, gets a few more yards off after the contact and gets the first down.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs in Panther territory for the 2nd time tonight. And now Logan tells us in our ear that it has started raining. Handoff. Looks like that's Smith in the ball game for Brandon, carrying folks with him inside the 40. And he manages to pick up close to 5, maybe 6 yards.
You'll see here on the KDMC replay, he runs right into his lineman right there. Then the tackling ensues. If he hadn't hit his own lineman, I think he'd have broken off a little bit. He had a nice little run there.
2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs inside the Petal 40-yard line. Montague in the ball game to the right shoulder. Now flips back to the left for Rogers. Takes a snap, handoff, sweeping right to Montague, and he slips down behind the 40. Going to be a loss back to the 41-yard line. 3rd down coming up for the Dogs.
I don't think that's the first time we're going to see a slip tonight, Jason.
No.
Here on the KDMC replay, you see he's trying to make it outside, and when he goes to cut back, just slips under it. I don't know if that's turf. I don't know if it's the light ring we've already got started, but it's not going to be the last time he does that tonight.
3rd down and 8. It was a loss of 3 on the play. As the Petal crowd coming to their feet. Right shoulder running back here for Rogers. 4 receivers set. Montague is to the left of the formation. Quick pass, far side, back shoulder, throw caught, and it's a Mississippi Ag first down. And guess who? It's Caleb Anderson again for the Dogs.
So Anderson makes a great route here on the KDMC replay. You're going to see it's the perfectly timed. It's a delay. So he's going, and then he just kind of slows down, comes back to the ball. Not an official hook pattern, but he kind of delays and comes back and gets the catch for the first down.
That back shoulder throw, you see more and more quarterbacks and receivers working on that.
It's a great strategy.
It is a great strategy.
It's kind of the evolution of the hook.
Rodgers, once again in the shotgun, handoff right up the gut to Smith, carrying folks with him. Inside the KDMC red zone, inside the 15, down to the 11, and he's got enough for a Mississippi Ag first down.
Alzario Smith got a great ethic here. Just doesn't give up, keeps his legs driving here on the KDMC replay. Takes 2 or 3 people with him as he gets the first down.
Quick handoff here to Smith, and he is popped, absolutely leveled. Goodness gracious, he took a lick there. He's going to remember that one. Did you get the name of that bus, by the way?
Let's see here on the KDMC. Oh, we missed it. I want to say that was Newsom.
I think that was Newsom.
Yeah, just leveled him.
Yeah, Newsom, he enjoys contact.
Yeah, he does.
He does enjoy contact.
112 tackles.
Not too shabby, right?
Yeah. 3 forced fumbles. Yeah, I'd say he likes to hit.
Rodgers, quick pass far side, trying to get into the end zone. Is he in? And we haven't gotten a signal yet from the officials. They're going to say he's down at the 1. Wow.
Another close call, Jason. I think he actually got in. See here on the KDMC replay. Nice little route by the tight end. Right there to the flats. Rodgers gets it to him, and he just turns it up as it gets right there to the goal line. Oh, no, good call. Good call by the officials. The elbow was down on the 6-inch yard line.
Tyndall down at the 1. Rodgers shotgun snap. Hands off. Smith goes in untouched near side. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from tying it up as Smith came left side. Great blocking by the Bulldog offensive line.
Excellent blocking, excellent execution, and this is what happens when you do your job. You score a touchdown, untouched running back. This is going to be a ball game to the end, Jason.
The extra point attempt coming up here by Mason Walker. Perfect on the season, 47 of 47. Here's the extra point. It is up, and it is good. We are tied at 7 apiece. 2 minutes and change in this first quarter. What a ball game. As Brandon and Petal here in the second round of the 6A playoffs, we pause 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
Need your business to stand out and pop? Then it's time to visit Polshap's Screen Print and Embroidery in Brandon. Polshap's can custom design your marketing campaigns with custom screen printing, embroidery, and promotional materials that set you apart from the competition. Speaking of setting apart, Polshap's does all their work in-house from start to finish. No outsourcing, meaning faster turnaround time and lower prices for you, the customer. Visit Polshaps.com to find out more and get started on standing out.
Back with you here at Panthers Stadium, 7-7. The Brandon Bulldogs just tied it up as they will now kick deep to the Petal Panthers. Glad that you're with us here tonight. And watching at Buffalo Wild Wings in Flowwood, shout out to Jason Hall and crew there at Buffalo Wild Wings in Flowwood. Got us on the televisions there. Not too shabby, right?
Not too shabby at all. We appreciate your support, Jason.
All right, so we had said when Brandon took over on offense, how do you respond when you've been punched in the mouth on the road? Brandon responded. Here we are tied.
Again, evenly matched, as we were talking about earlier. Petal was able to capitalize on the mistake from Brandon, which we also talked about earlier. And so here it goes, back and forth. Now it's Petal's turn. Let's see what they do.
Pistol formation here for Nicholson. He's going to send Cherry in motion to the near side of the formation. Stretch play to McGowan. McGowan at the teeth of that Bulldog defense. Minimal gain, maybe 2. We'll call it a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Those big fellas there on the defensive line, and Brandon just shut it down. It's going to be a tough battle for the rushing game on both teams.
We still do have light rain here at the stadium. Not enough to chase anybody away just yet. As now Nicholson in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, he's back to pass, wants to go long here near side, has a man, and he dives for it. Are they going to give him the catch?
Yes, they did. Wow.
What a catch. Coming up with the reception is Micah Cherry, the junior receiver, 24th catch of the season.
So here you see the fade route, just well executed. He never stops running, focused. Look at that. Nothing but hands. Sacrifices his body on the catch. What a great reception.
Unbelievable catch. Wonder
Absolutely.
if that makes the end of the season highlight
I think
reel.
it should.
Yeah.
He sacrificed it. That was great.
Nicholson, play action, slant route, caught. That's Hanford to the 30, Hanford to the 20. Hanford, goodbye! Touchdown, Panthers! And Petal right back down the field with the score.
Jason, check this out on the KDMC replay. You're going to see the in-route slant perfectly executed, and then he just turns on the afterburners. Jason, that's one of my favorite plays in all of college football. It's so hard to defend, and when you've got a quarterback and a receiver like Petal has, you can't help but score. Well executed play. Perfect play call.
Nate Jones to tack on the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Back and forth we go. 14-7 Panthers back on top of the Bulldogs. Just under a minute here in this first quarter of play as we step aside. 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
Back with you here at Panthers Stadium as Petal on the catch and run here by Hanford races to the end zone, and here's a kickoff here by Petal. And here's a replay here as we'll get back to live action here in just a second. But the catch and run by Hanford, that was the touchdown for the Panthers.
Well, he just turned on the afterburners, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You know, Hanford had a couple of interesting receptions. You know, there was one catch in one of the games we did here where he reversed the field completely.
Yeah.
Like he caught it near side, reversed the field, went back to the opposite side of the field.
Yeah.
And managed to pick up 30 or 40 yards. I mean,
right.
He's just explosive.
So you're running 120 yards to gain 30. Yeah. You know, I understand. Hey, whatever works, right?
Whatever works.
Puts points on the board.
46
Let's see if
seconds.
Brandon can turn it around and come right back.
46 seconds here in this first quarter. Trips to the near side. As looks like that might be Smith in the backfield, and it is. Smith going to take the handoff following his blockers out to the 30 and then push back. As it'll be a gain of close to 4, we'll call it. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Jason, I want you to pay attention to one thing here with Smith. When he gets behind his blocker, he puts his hand on his shoulder. That's something Emmitt Smith used to do. And that's an outstanding feature for a running back to have. It didn't work out on this play, but if you follow your blockers, that's how you decide which way to go. Do I go left? Do I go right? And that makes a difference in the world between a regular running back and an outstanding running back.
Johnson in the game at running back. He's going to go out for a screen pass. There's a fumble on the play. Rogers is stripped, and I think that he was able to hop back on it. That's the second fumble tonight by Rogers, and the Bulldogs fortunate to jump back on it.
It's not even raining hard yet, and he's bobbling the ball. Yeah, it just gets stripped out right there. But he's luckily able to fall on it and save the down.
Isaac Lee was the one who got a big bear paw on it and knocked it loose. And when we come back, Brandon will be facing.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
Somehow.
And we welcome you back. Jeff, that first quarter, your analysis, I mean, it was back and forth, and you kind of expected that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is tennis or football. I mean, it really is back and forth, and I don't anticipate it being any different the rest of the game, honestly. It may change when the weather rolls in, but right now it's just going to be a rock'em sock'em boxing match.
And you know what's interesting is we talked about Will Rogers. You know, he's had trouble hanging on to the football tonight. And now they're going to be facing third down. We said it was going to be second. It's actually going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs here after the Bulldogs lost yardage on that fumble. 4 receivers set for Rogers. Straight drop. Pressure comes. He's in trouble. Rogers is sacked. Back behind the 25-yard line. And coming up with the sack looks like that's number 26, Darian Washington, the junior linebacker.
Yeah, there on the KDMC replay, he goes in untouched, and just the pocket closes right over Will Rogers, forcing the punt. Another mistake made by the Bulldogs. Up for grabs is the Petal Panthers, see if they're going to be able to capitalize on that mistake.
And here's what's interesting, Petal here, they went up 14-0 in that first quarter this last ball game. Here's a low snap, and not much of a good kick here, but it does take a Brandon bounce. Wow, and now the Panthers are going to pick it up and try to run it back. Spinning here is Harris with a good return across the 40, shy of the 45. But, Brandon had jumped out, Petal had jumped out to a 14-0 lead in that first ball game, Jeff. Brandon mounted a furious comeback, 21-14 at the half. Petal was on top, no scoring in the third quarter, and we had an eventful fourth quarter. So 14-7, if you're a Brandon fan sitting at home, you don't get too stressed out about the score right now.
No, there's a lot of game left, and, this is a 3-6A matchup. And that's how 3-6A plays it. They don't give up. You never count any team out of the game.
David Culpepper locked in and watching. We appreciate David.
David.
King's Daughters Medical Center. As Nicholson going to hand to McGowan, who's tackled by the shoelaces across the 45. And, boy, that had a chance to go the distance. Fred Harris might have saved 6.
Mr. BHS, actually, got him on a shoestring tackle right there. Saved a big run. He was crowned last night, by the way.
No, good
Mr.
for him.
BHS.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Well,
I think he saved a touchdown run right there.
He made a crowning play there.
Yes, he did.
Like that.
Dum-dum.
I'll be here till about 10 o'clock tonight. Nicholson, shotgun snap, hands to McGowan right side. He gouges the Brandon defense inside the midfield stripe, inside the 45, down to the Brandon 44 with a Mississippi Ag first down.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see a well-executed run by the offensive line for the Petal Panthers. He just jumps through there, explosive speed there by McGowan, and then just gets wrapped up there at the end for the first down.
Nicholson, he's got twins to the far side of the formation, 3-man front for Brandon. And they're going to get Petal McGowan with a false start. He got out of his stance a little too early there.
Is that the first penalty of the game?
It's the first penalty of the ball game.
We're in the second quarter, and it's the first penalty of the game.
I'm not sad a bit.
Not at all.
Flashback to Laurel Hattiesburg, anybody? Yeah. Logan still has nightmares about that.
Seeing yellow.
Seeing yellow.
It was all yellow.
I'm telling you, man. 1st and 15 for the Panthers. First mistake of the night, really, by the Panthers in any capacity. Man in motion to the near side is Hanford. As Nicholson from the shotgun. He's under pressure, rolls to his right, throws on the run, and completes the pass. What a throw by Nicholson as he threads the needle here to Jonathan Harris. What a throw.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see Nicholson. The play gets busted. Everybody's covered, but he still tries to make something of it. So he rolls out, and then credit to Harris for adjusting his route and going straight to the sideline. Great pickup for the almost first down, about 3 yards short.
2nd down and 3. They had just gotten backed up by the penalty. Now the Panthers inside the Brandon 40 down to around the 37-yard line. 9 minutes and change here in the second quarter. Panthers on top 14-7. Made a motion to the near side. Is Nicholson going to fake, going to keep? He's in trouble now, going to throw it out of bounds. Smart play there by Nicholson. Just decided to throw it out of bounds. And they're going to say, oh, they're going to come in with the flag.
I think that's not going to be related to the play. I think that might be unsportsmanlike. Let's see.
I thought they might be trying to get Petal with intentional grounding.
No, because it went, first of all, it went past the line of scrimmage, and he was outside the pocket. There we go.
Let's see.
Oh, they
did call intentional grounding.
That's a bad call.
That's a terrible call.
Bossa down.
Terrible call.
He rolled outside of the pocket, and he threw it past the line of scrimmage. Is there something I'm missing?
They must be saying that there wasn't a receiver in the area. That's the only thing I can think.
But it went out of bounds, so it wouldn't matter if there was, I don't know. Maybe it's different in high school rules than college. I'm not sure.
Either way, it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Panthers now. So Nicholson, who got away from the rush, decided to throw it into the Brandon sideline there. That's going to cost the Panthers a 3rd and 12. Brandon showing blitz. Nicholson back to pass. Blitz coming. Wants to throw the out route and has it. It's caught right at the sticks, and it's enough for a Mississippi Ag first down. Guess who? Jonathan Harris once again.
Nicholson and Harris have this nice little pairing here. You'll see on the KDMC replay, under all that pressure, Nicholson hangs in there and throws it on a great route by Harris for the first down. Heads-up play by Harris to get to the first down marker.
You know, we talked about these Petal receivers. Between them, they have 12 touchdowns on the season. That may not sound like a lot, but when you have to guard each one of them individually and what they bring to the table, you're seeing why it's so difficult right now. Now we've got a flag down once again, so we spoke way too early about there not being a ton of flags. Oh, gosh.
I'll start.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, they've got 3 different receivers, all with, at least 3 touchdowns each, and that's impressive. So Nicholson doesn't just have a favorite. He spreads the wealth.
Why? Why did I have to say anything about no flags? It's your fault, Ede.
Always my fault. Thanks for noticing me.
I know where you're going there.
Here we go.
1st and 15 for the Panthers. Nicholson operating from the shotgun where he's been all night. Hands off to Hanford right down the hash mark here. Inside the 35 down to the 34 to be 2nd down for the Panthers.
KDMC replay is going to show him just driving to keep his legs moving. Yards after contact is going to be important tonight, and that's another 4 yards after contact for him.
2nd down and 9, so after the gain of 6, Panthers playing with a lot of confidence right now, up 14-7. A man in motion for Nicholson, who's going to turn and hand to Hanford right again, who takes a lick and spins his way to the 25. And he's close to a Mississippi Ag first down. Going to be short just by a yard, it appears.
Yeah, KDMC replay, you're going to see this well-timed, well-executed play by the offensive line right there. Perfect. Perfect camera work, Don. Just a yard short of the first down. Looks like we may have another false start here.
Oh, goodness. The flags are starting to pile up a little
Way
bit.
Way to go, Jason.
You're
Talking about speaking things into existence.
You're the one who said we haven't had any
I just
flags.
commented that it's the first of the night.
And now, like the rain is falling, the flags are falling.
They're
Thanks
making up for they're making up for the first quarter.
Guess so.
Come on, here we go.
My goodness. So 3rd and 1 turns into 3rd and 6, and this is what drives a coach like Marcus Boyles, or any coach for that matter, crazy. You're in 3rd and short and plus territory, up by 7. You've got a false start. So this drive for the Panthers, they've been able to move the football, but it's been littered by penalty flags. Nicholson, play action, slant pass, caught, first down, and more inside the KDMC red zone. And the Mississippi Ag first down is registered on the reception. Hanford once again.
Nicholson here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see Nicholson throw a perfect little slant route into double coverage, and he's still able to get 3 yards after the contact. Well-executed play yet again by the Petal Panthers.
A word just came to my mind about this drive. It's very methodical. They're not in any rush.
Nope.
They're not snapping the play clock before it gets down to at least 15 or 10 seconds. As here's the stretch play right side. I want to say that's McGowan, and it is as he gets inside the 17-yard line, right at the 16-yard line.
It's very methodical.
Yeah.
Very methodical, and we talked about it earlier when they went down to the coast and they handled business with Biloxi. It's like they never skipped a beat. They come here and they're handling business. One play after another, very methodical.
14-7, Panthers on top, looking for more. As it's now 2nd down at 7 as they are in the KDMC red zone. Nicholson Looks like that's Harris he puts in motion to the right side. Going to hand to Hanford, left side. Squirts inside the 15, down to the 13. Going to bring up third down and medium coming up.
Here on KDMC replay, you're going to see Robbins, among others, stuff this run for the Brandon Bulldogs. That's what it's going to take. They're going to have to step it up a notch and disrupt the offense, the Petal offense, and make a goal line stand here to get them, hold them to a field goal.
Third down and 5, right at the 14. I gave them the 13. They say the 14. Twins to the near side for Nicholson. Nicholson's got McGowan to his left shoulder. Now we'll send Hanford in motion across the formation. Nicholson, play action, looks, slant pass. It's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. And now we have a flag down here on the near side as well in the secondary. What are they calling here? They said, nope, wave the flag off because the pass was tipped.
Yeah, here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see it tipped right there at the line. Didn't quite make it out who hit it, but yeah, would have been pass interference, but the ball got tipped, so.
So Jeremiah Robinson is the one that was the intended target there. So now 31-yard field goal here for the hero of the last ball game, Nate Jones. Will try to put the Panthers on top. 17-7 here. As Jones hit 2 field goals in the last ball game from 35 yards out. And he hits here from 31 yards out.
7 for 7 now.
So Nate Jones extends the lead for the Panthers, 17-7. We step aside for 30 seconds here as Petal now up by 10 here on the Spirit Media Network.
With 2 boys, I know about suspicious odors.
But CenterPoint Energy taught me something important. If I smell rotten eggs, it might be a gas leak. I should leave on foot immediately and call both CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe location. I also never store flammables like paint or gasoline near my natural gas appliances. 1 spark is all it takes to ignite fumes.
CenterPoint Energy provides tips to help you keep your family safe. CenterPoint Energy, always there.
And he says our audio seems to be very low. Back with you here.
Jason, I want to comment. We were talking about the Brandon defense stepping it up, and they did. They held them to a field goal, and we'll see if that comes back to play later in the game.
Going to be another short kick taken just inside the 10 by O'Brien. O'Brien trying to return far side across the 20 to around the 22-yard line, and that's where Brandon will take over 1st and 10. So let's see what the Bulldogs come up with here.
Yeah, let's see if the Brandon Bulldog offense is going to be able to piece something together here with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
What's interesting is that this Petal crowd, they have been more rowdy and boisterous than they have been in the last couple of games we've been down here. Rogers back to pass, pressure in his face, steps up in the pocket, has a man down the middle of the field, and there's the flag. Petal fans can't believe it, as the intended receiver for Brandon was number 27, DeAndre Ward.
Yeah, Ward runs a great route here on the KDMC replay. You're going to see Rogers under pressure. He steps up into the pocket, and kudos to him for being able to make a tough pass on the run, running forward, throwing forward, a very long pass, and it was pass interference, as you can see there.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I would never disagree with you.
Well, I mean, you can't disagree with replay. I mean, it's there. You can't argue. Big brother doesn't lie. Big eye don't lie is what they say.
Big brother doesn't lie,
yeah,
is what you're saying?
Big eye don't lie.
Okay. So that's going to move the Bulldogs up to near the 40 with a first down, a Mississippi Ag first down. So let's see. Brandon can take advantage of the penalty as Montague is in the game at running back. Rogers, quick pass far side, caught, spun out of bounds here is Ladarius Moore, senior wide receiver.
Yeah, Brandon's known for these out routes, and you know during the summer they run those 7-on-7 tournaments, and there's a lot of those out routes and slant routes and everything. and that's what Brandon's known for, is those out routes. Quick passes, about 3 yards short of the first down.
2nd and 3 as Rogers back to pass again. He wants to go long, has Nickelberry, and he overshoots him. Nickelberry had beaten his man by 5 yards, and Rogers off target there. It'll be 3rd down.
Was Rogers off target, or did he run a slow route? I don't know if he got held up down here, but it's almost like, well, that's a different play, but it's almost like he either got jammed up or he stopped running. Something just didn't look right on that play. I don't know that Rogers overthrew him. But it's unfortunate for Brandon not to make that completion, because he probably would have taken that to the house.
Do you think he gave up on the route, possibly? Ran the wrong route, maybe?
Either that or he got jammed up. Either way, something slowed him down.
3rd down and 4 for Rogers and the Bulldogs. Rogers, quick pass near side, caught, and looks like he's going to be close to the 1st down. Let's check the marker. Goodness gracious.
It's like 3 different spots here.
Yeah, it is.
See where they put the ball down. How about
the line judge on the far side says he's short as we look at the replay. Ooh.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from that angle, but looks like they're going to measure. I think he's going to be about 6 inches short.
No, they're not going to measure. They just said he's short. Or are they going to measure? All right, he said bring the chains over.
Yeah, he called for the chains.
All right. Hopefully Newman. There's Newman on point.
There he is.
He's going to zoom in. You knew he would.
Nice.
Nice shot there.
I'm calling 6 inches short.
Really?
That's what I'm calling.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Maybe 8 inches. My bad.
Football length. So if you're Brandon, Dr. G, Mr. Eade, Mr. Offensive Coordinator, GE.
If I'm Brandon, I go for it.
Yeah.
I go for it. And
I was trying to build suspense there.
Yeah. Built up, and the crowd feels it too, because they're now standing on their feet.
Brandon with the classic no play. That could be the play call here, too.
That's how it's going to start, I'm sure. But I try to draw them off sides, and then I throw a slant.
Here we go. Rogers in the shotgun. The official standing over the football, ready to whistle this one for play, and there it is. Rogers. He is going to take the snap. Hands off and almost there. And looks like he's going to be short. The handoff went to Zalion Johnson, and it looked like he was going to break free for the 1st down. And, Jeff, I'm going to say from the spot, he's short.
Yeah, I think he actually lost about 1.5 yards on this. He tried to bounce it outside, and he just couldn't do that. Poor play call, in my opinion. But
really?
Yeah. I'd have faked the run and thrown a little slant because it's so anticipated that you're going to run the ball on a 1st down. It's anticipated, especially with Brandon. I disagree with the play call, but that's my opinion. So
I actually thought he had some room here.
They gave him a good spot.
To the near side. I really thought he had some room. He was going to break it to the outside. And let's see.
I'm going to say it's short by about 3 inches.
Really? Oh, that's about the same
back.
Distance.
Yeah. He got a good spot, though, because he sure enough looked about 1.5 yards short.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Okay, so that's another, mistake that Brandon makes. Let's see if Petal capitalizes on this mistake like they did the first time around. They've got good field position. 4 minutes left to go.
So if you're Petal, you can really put some distance here.
Yeah.
You get the football back to start the second half.
That's right. Yep.
You've got 4 minutes and change to operate with here. You've got your full allotment of your 3 timeouts. You could really put a stranglehold on this football game right now.
I think you keep going with what you're doing. You be methodical. Don't worry about the time clock. Just keep playing. Just keep going, because they've been unstoppable so far for the most part, and with the exception of that field goal. So if you're Marcus Boyles, I just keep conducting business as usual.
1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 48 of Brandon after Petal once again stops the Dogs. Comeback route here to the near side, and Nicholson overshoots the intended receiver. I want to say that was McGowan, possibly on the wheel route there.
Yeah, and I agree with the call. It's a nice play. You're rolling right, and then you stop and throw left. It's just a bad throw. He's throwing off his back foot, and that's always going to go up. But you live and learn.
I like the play call, though.
Yeah, I do.
Second
like that misdirection.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Hanford in motion to the near side. Nicholson takes. Quick pass near side. Caught and scampering out of bounds just shy of the 40 here. is going to be Jeremiah Robinson, the junior receiver.
Yeah, Robinson runs a great little out route here. And Nicholson, perfect execution. 1-2 throw. I'm impressed by Nicholson. I really am. You know, the first 2 games that we've seen here, he truly impressive.
3rd down and 3 for the Panthers, just shy of the 40 in Brandon territory. Nicholson in the shotgun once again, where he's been much of the night. And off to McGowan. What a stutter step there as he moves forward to the 36-yard line for the Mississippi Ag first down. Didn't have it initially, but made a good move there to
yards after
down.
Contact. That we've been talking about that, and the effort, and he just put his shoulder down and kept on driving.
1st and 10 for the Panthers.
It's that second effort that got him the first down.
At the Brandon 36-yard line. 17-7, Petal on top. Clock rolling here as we near the 3.5-minute mark of the second quarter. Glad that you're with us wherever you're watching tonight. Hanford in motion to the near side. He's going to set up to the right of the formation. They're going to hand off to McGowan, who once again needles his way through this Brandon defense down to the 26. He's close to another Mississippi Ag first down.
On the KDMC replay, you're going to see business as usual. They just continue to block. Just runs right off of his block, straight up the middle. He had that nice little delay there, let the play develop, and got right up short to the first down, just shy.
2nd down and half a yard. That's what we'll call it. Twins to the near side. They're going to hand to McGowan, and why not? It's worked for 3 straight plays. Mississippi Ag first down once again for the Panthers as they near the KDMC red zone.
Yeah, Bowie, Edmondson, and Lawson, the front line for Brandon, are just having a difficult time tonight.
Petal quickly to the line here. 3 receiver set. Twins to the near side. Nicholson in the shotgun. A low snap. Takes a snap. Quick pass near side. Caught out the shoe tops. Going for the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They've been trying to hook up with Jeremiah Robinson all night long. And the junior wideout comes up with a spectacular catch on top of his cleats. And then, Jeff, what a play there to break the tackle for the touchdown.
You see it on the KDMC replay. He just caught it right there on his shoelaces, almost on top of his shoes, and then had the wherewithal to drive it all the way to the corner pylon. Touchdown.
5th receiving touchdown of the season for Robinson. Jones to add the extra point. He authors it up and good. And it's 24-7. Petal on top of Brandon as we step aside for 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi Community Colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings in Flowood for airing the ball game tonight as Petal just takes the lead now 24-7. And we talked about it on that drive, Jeff, that if Petal could get a score here before the half and then keep it at 24-7, then you get the football back to start the second half. They could really take a stranglehold on this football game as here's the kick taken by Montague at the 20, trying to get to the outside, and he is popped from behind right at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Brandon offense will set up shop. Let's take a look at that touchdown catch and run by the junior receiver Robinson moments ago.
Tough snap.
Yeah, it was.
Nicholson picks it up, still makes the throw. It was a great catch. And then look at that, driving for that pylon.
It's like as soon as he turned upfield,
he wanted it.
He's not going to be denied.
No, he's not going to be denied. He wanted it.
No. How much fun are you having?
I'm having a great time, and it's falling into kind of what we talked about is capitalizing on the mistakes of your opponent. And Petal's done that twice now.
Montague's in the ball game at running back, so if you're Petal, you watch for the screen or the out route. Montague runs the wheel route, but Hold everything. You're going to have false start against Brandon. Wow. So that's going to back Brandon up, and they play the truck backing up sound here at Panthers Stadium. That's too good. Oh, man. That's pretty good. Oh, you'll rarely catch me chuckle on a broadcast.
That was
man.
good. That was really good. I'm muting
You're
my laughter. Yeah.
First and 15 at the 15. Shotgun for Rogers again. 3-receiver set. Petal. Got the linebackers moved up a bit. And now we're going to have a timeout by Petal. So we will take it with them. As it's 24-7 Petal on top. Just outside of 2 minutes in this first half of play. Back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
A smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
Petal takes a defensive timeout. Coach Marcus Boyles and staff, we saw something that they just did not approve of there. Good timeout there. Get your defense set. Don't want to give up.
Yeah, I think it was a good call. Looking as they called the timeout, I looked at the defense, and just the whole secondary was wide open. I mean, it was just wide open. They could have run anybody out there.
Man in motion to the near side for the Bulldogs is Rogers. Going to change the protection, it appears. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Rogers, straight drop. Pressure in his face. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to have to run, and he's going to be tackled after a minimal gain. Maybe a gain of 2. They might give him 3. It'll bring up second down and long.
Yeah, on the KDC replay, you just see the pocket collapse around him. And, you know, the huge offensive line from Brandon is doing everything they can, but Petal's just driving through him.
Clock rolls as we tick towards a minute and a half here in this first half of play. 4 receivers set. 4 Rogers. And if you're Brandon, you may just want to try to get to the half without any further damage. Montague in the game to the right shoulder of Rogers. He's going to take the handoff, and he's going to be popped immediately. Wow. I want to say that was Isaac Lee that came up and made the tackle.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Isaac Lee. Just stay down there.
All 6 tall, 205. Lee, 6 foot 205, and Montague, all 5'7", 165.
Yeah, we talked about once you get past that front wall, you still got the linebackers to deal with, and they learned that right there.
If you're Petal and you get a stop here, maybe take a timeout. Clock rolling, 40 seconds, 3rd down and 11 for Brandon. Back to passes, Rogers. Quick pass near side and high pointing the football. What a catch. Going up to make the snag here is number 7, Caleb Anderson. He's been, well, I tell you, he's kept Brandon in it for the most part.
Yeah, it's another great route run by that fade back, that back shoulder pass that we were talking about, that kind of evolved hook pass, and then he's able to get outside to stop the clock. That was a great play by Brandon.
Mississippi Ag first down, clock rolling. Brandon might be content as Rogers back to pass. Another quick pass here near side, and nice coverage here on the near side, and they're going to have flags come in and get Cherry for pass interference.
Yeah, I was thinking that as the play developed, I was thinking pass interference. It just appeared to be all on. Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see, they were both locked up, so it's kind of a judgment call. They were locked up with each other in the atmosphere, going for the first down. They could go either way, and they gave it to the receiver.
Petal's going back to prevent defense as they will mark off the pass interference infraction. That'll move it up to the Brandon 49 with 8 seconds to go in this first half of play that's been dominated by the Panthers. Now we've got a timeout by Brandon, and we will take it with him. Back in 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
Like hunting or fishing, Van Sporting Goods is a tradition that's been passed down through the generations. Since 1992, Mississippi's hunters have come to Vans to gear up for their favorite seasons. And this season is no different. You can't miss with the Loophole Optics. And find the perfect fit for the largest gun selection in Mississippi, featuring Browning, Benelli, Winchester, and more, plus accessories that take your outings to the next level. Van Sporting Goods, a name you know as well as your own.
Brandon Burns a timeout. They want to talk about it with 8 seconds to go here in this first half of play. 24-7. Petal has dominated, and I want to say that the rain has picked up a good bit because we see the umbrellas peppering both home and visitor side now. Hopefully Don is nice and cozy under his little
I'm sure he's
covering.
doing just fine.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll be okay. Petal with 4 men at the goal line in prevent defense. Rogers with 8 seconds takes the snap. Quick pass over the middle to Nickelberry. He's got the pass, and he's going to slide down at the 30. Heads up play by Nickelberry.
Wow.
And now we're going to have an injury here. One of Brandon's offensive linemen. It looks like he's hurt here. That's going to be number 52, Michael Fimiano. And he is in a great deal of pain. Justin Hinman.
But, yeah, that was a heads-up play to hit the ground, get the first down. It stops the clock, makes the reception. I think it's still a little too far out of field goal range.
It's got to be a 46, 45-yarder from about right here.
I think he's probably got the leg, but.
Sure. Well, his long field goal of the year, Mason Walker, he's right on the verge of his range, 45 yards.
It's the playoffs.
It's his long field goal. You are playing with a little bit of a wet track right now.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, while they attend to the injured Bulldog, let's step aside for 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
Family owned and operated since 1986, Lakeside Molding has become the trusted source of architectural products throughout the South. They offer fine interior architectural moldings, custom millwork, and cabinet doors designed and handcrafted in Flowwood. Their showroom on Lakeland Drive is stocked with today's most sought-after interior details, including corbels, post, fireplace mantles, bath vanities, butcher block islands, mirrors, and much more. Tim Shoemaker and his staff work closely to meet client needs for new construction, restoration, and remodeling projects. Lakeside Molding, where details make the difference.
Back with you here at Petal High School. The injured Bulldog is up and walking off under his own power. Justin Hinman, the senior offensive lineman. Glad to see that he's up and walking off. Hinman, the senior, 6'3", 280. Don't see what happened, or we didn't see what happened, but nevertheless, Brandon now, the heads-up play there by Nickelberry to get in the open field, slide down. Brandon takes a quick timeout with 1 second here in this first half of play. Brandon's going to try to cut this lead to an even 2 touchdowns. Rogers is going to hold, and it'll be number 95, Mason Walker, the senior kicker. 46-yard field goal as long as 45, and it's blocked! It's blocked by the Panthers! Petal picks it up, and that's how the half will end. Wow!
You know, the KDMC replay, just see, jump right in there, see who that is, right there. 20.
That's number 20 for the Panthers, and that's Michael Wyndham, the senior quarterback, who comes in and blocks it to end the half.
Creates a whole nother momentum going into the second half when they get the ball back. They're carrying this momentum into the second half. So Brandon's going to lick their wounds in the locker room and see what happens. They are a second half team.
Yes.
They're notorious for that. They're historical for that. And it is 3-6A football.
All right, so your analysis of the first half, let's start with Petal. They're up 24-7. They get the football back to start the second half. What are you telling your kids right now if you're Coach Marcus Boyles, and what are your keys for the second half for Petal?
So for Petal, it's business as usual. Coach Boyles is going to go in there and say, keep up the good work, boys. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Just limit the mistakes. And I got nothing else to tell you. Rest, relax, and go into the second half. the keys to victory in the second half are going to be continue to do what you're doing, no mistakes. And, for Brandon, you got to stop the mistakes.
Yeah.
Stop the bleeding. Focus. Execute. Look, boys, this is it. This could be it. You need to leave it all out on the field. So, if you're Coach Peterson, you need to boost their, get their heads up. Look, guys, lick your wounds. The game's not over with.
I do like Brandon's aggression. You're on the road. A couple of fourth down conversions that did not go their way. I thought it was gutsy for them to roll the dice and go for it.
Yeah.
Doesn't go your way. You get a couple of those to go your way in the second half, brand new ball game.
Absolutely. And again, we're notorious in 3-6-8 for it going to the end, just like the last meeting.
Yeah.
How Brandon came back second half.
Right.
And it went down to the last seconds of the game. So don't count this game over yet. I know it's a big lead, but that means nothing in 3-6-A.
We'll take a 2-minute break and come back for our halftime here. We've got some little Panthers on the field here tonight as Petal on top. It's been all Panthers, 24-7 here at the halftime break. Petal will get the second half kickoff as we take 2 minutes. Back with a halftime report here on the Spirit Media Network.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Petal Drug Company specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. You'll always work with somebody at our pharmacy who greets you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer your questions. Visit PetalDrugCompany.com to learn more about all the ways we service your family's healthcare needs. Petal Drug Company, proud sponsors of Petal Panther Athletics.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful season. Elite is proud to serve the local community with multiple locations providing superior outpatient physical therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffered an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you.
I'm so sick of Bama. I hate Alabama so much. The dynasty is not over. Bama's dynasty has just begun. Roll Tide.
Josh Jacobs gets the handoff, goes left, comes right, gets outside. He's to the 5. He's going to go. Touchdown, Alabama. Sawyer drops. He's in and he's set. Thunder, feel the thunder.
Explosive performance from Mississippi State.
Give to Williams, right side. Is he in? Touchdown, Travion Williams, his second of the game. Aggies take a 20-0 lead.
This is an SEC update, an inside look at Southeastern Conference football. Hello, everybody. God bless you, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Crowder, your host. Jake Fromm passed for 3 touchdowns, and Georgia's defense delivered in the clutch, clinching the Southeastern Conference Eastern Division with a 21-14 victory over number 12 Auburn on Saturday on the Plains.
All 11 players for Auburn's defense right in the box. We shift the offense on 3rd and 1 from the 5. Fromm is under center. Snap from Hill. Play fake. Naked bootleg. He rolls. Harrion catches it in the flat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pylon. Touchdown!
Scott Howard, the voice of the Bulldogs, with a call from Learfield IMG College. Joe Burrow threw for a career-best 489 yards and 5 touchdowns as the top-ranked Tigers built a big lead and held off Ole Miss 58-37 on Saturday night in Oxford.
I thought we started fast. I thought we came out in the first half. We were fired up, ready to go. We knew they'd fight for 60 minutes. I'm glad for the win.
Head coach Ed Orgeron speaking with Network TV following the game. A career day from junior running back Najee Harris, along with a standout defensive performance, led number 5 Alabama to a dominant 38-7 road win against Mississippi State at Davis-Wade Stadium on Saturday in Starkville.
Tua remains at quarterback on a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Snap to Tua, empty backfield. Looks wide open. Najee Harris out of the backfield. Touchdown, Alabama. 19 yards. They lost sight of Najee. The nearest defender was somewhere near Columbus.
The voice of the Crimson Tide, Eli Gold, with a call from Learfield IMG College. The big story coming out of Starkville from this game was starting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa dislocating his right hip. He had surgery in Houston, Texas on Monday morning, and doctors expect him to make a full recovery. Kellen Mond threw for 221 yards and a touchdown and ran for a second score as Texas A&M extended its winning streak to 4 games with a 30-6 victory over South Carolina at Kyle Field in College Station.
He got hit a lot. He got hit a lot, made a lot of big plays, was banged up a little bit, but just kept battling, and our guys believe in him. They're going to do everything when he's leading them. They're going to follow.
Texas A&M head coach Jimbo Fisher speaking with Network TV following the game. Chris Rodriguez led the way, rushing for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lynn Bowden, in his 5th game at quarterback since moving over from wide receiver, added 110 yards rushing and 1 touchdown as Kentucky beats Vanderbilt 38-14.
The way he's been playing, just like a warrior, plays extremely hard. We trust him. He makes good decisions. He's doing a lot of things back there, so we're proud of him.
Head coach Mark Stoops from the Kentucky Wildcats on his starting quarterback, Lynn Bowden. Kyle Trask completed 23 of 35 passes for 282 yards. That was plenty of offense for Florida, which held Missouri to 204 total yards in a 23-6 win in Columbia.
Gators 1st and 10. There's the snap to Trask on a play action, dropping to throw, fires the ball down toward the left side. It's caught! It's a touchdown! Josh Hammond, beautiful catch in the left side of the end zone. The Gators get their first touchdown of the day and open a 12-3 lead.
Meek Hubert with a call, the voice of the Florida Gators from Learfield IMG College. All sound bites from coaches courtesy of ESPN and the SEC Network. That was a look back at scores and highlights from last week's games. Coming up next, we'll preview this weekend's matchups.
Is the Southeastern Conference where you go away to college? Not exactly. Yes, we come from all corners, from all histories and experiences. And even though there are unique customs, new favorite foods, and new languages, the SEC is not really where you go away to college. It's where you come home. Because here, it just means more.
When everything could go wrong, we found our will to win.
I mean, the best guys play.
I think they legitimately feel like they can beat this football team.
I don't think anybody knows what's about to take this field.
The give, Harris up the middle, absorbs 2 hits. He's taking it in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Garvin and Gunn is going to run. He's hit. He's in trouble. He's sacked back to the 10-yard line. A.J. Moore.
Block's got a man open. Albert, at the 10, to the 5, to the house.
I'm unstoppable today.
They give it to Williams. Bowls over a man and dives into the end zone.
Throws the ball. Intercepted. T-Staver. He's got a pick 6. Oh, my. 37-yard. Thank you very much. Loads up. Fires long for the end zone. The pass is going to be caught by Tennessee. Tennessee wins! Caught it by Tennessee. Jawan Jennings.
Only 2 more SEC football weekends left before the SEC title game, and then the bowl season hits. And this week's slate of games, some would say, is a yawner. But the big game is on CBS as always. 2:30 p.m. is the kickoff as Texas A&M invades between the hedges. Number 4, Georgia, hosting the Aggies. Head coach Jimbo Fisher of the Aggies talking about the Georgia Bulldogs.
They're outstanding, I think. I don't know what they've got to be 1, 2, 3 in the country on defense, giving up 10 points a game, 260 yards a game, 75 yards rushing a game. Third down percentages, low 30s. I mean, they affect you up front with multiple fronts, multiple packages, blitzes, coverages. I mean, they do a really, really good job. Got really good players, coach very well, and as good a defense as we've played all year without a doubt, by far.
Texas A&M 7-3 overall, 4-2 in the SEC. Georgia, who has clinched the SEC East, 6-1 in the league, 9-1 overall. Kicking off the slate of SEC games on Saturday at 11 a.m., it's number 5 Alabama, 9-1 overall, 6-1 in the league, hosting Western Carolina. They've had better seasons. They're 3-8 overall, 2-6 in the Southern Conference. Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa will be the site, and ESPN will telecast this game. On the SEC Network, also at 11 a.m., number 15 Auburn hosts Samford. Samford 5-6 on the year, 4-4 in the Southern Conference. 7-3 is Auburn's record, 4-3 in the SEC. They'll kick off at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama, once again at 11 a.m. There will be a 2:30 kickoff between Kentucky and UT Martin in the Bluegrass State in Lexington at Kroger Field. The SEC Network will telecast this one from the Ohio Valley Conference. UT Martin has a 6-2 record, 7-4 overall. Kentucky needing one win to be bowl eligible. They're 5-5 overall, 3-5 in the SEC. At 2:30 p.m. on the SEC alternate channel, it's Eastern Tennessee State University taking on Vanderbilt. ETSU is from the Southern Conference. They're 3-8 overall, 1-7 in their league. Vanderbilt has had their woes as well. They're 2-8 overall, 1-6 in the league. Vanderbilt Stadium in Nashville will be the site of this game. The number 1 LSU Tigers will host Arkansas at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. LSU's 10-0 overall, 6-0 in SEC play, 0-6 is Arkansas in the league, 2-8 overall. The Razorbacks, after firing Chad Morris over a week ago, will have an interim coach at the helm, Barry Looney Jr. He discusses the LSU Tigers at his weekly press conference.
They're very complete, very good. They're great. Obviously, what they do offensively and defensively, they're very gifted, and they're just super well coached on both sides of the ball and special teams as well. And so all three phases, they're, you throw in a great talent and, great scheme and good coaching, and, you got a team playing really confident.
6:30 p.m. on the SEC alternate channel, it's Abilene Christian at 5-6 overall, 4-5 in the Southland Conference, taking on 4-6 Mississippi State. The Bulldogs are 2-5 in the SEC. State needs a win Saturday and a win against Ole Miss on Thanksgiving night to become bowl eligible. And the final game of the night has Tennessee traveling to Columbia, Missouri to take on the Tigers. Tennessee needs one win to be bowl eligible. They have 2 more games to get there. They have Missouri on Saturday night and then Vanderbilt next Saturday. Tennessee's 5-5, 3-3 in the SEC. Missouri 5-5, 2-4 in the league. So the Tigers, they have 2 games to get to bowl eligibility. They've got Tennessee and then Arkansas next weekend.
I know Tennessee is playing really well on a 3-game win streak. They have a bye, this past week. So I'm sure they spent plenty of time on us. And Jeremy's done a really nice job from the start of the season until today on the way that his team has played. And they've gotten better each week. That's very evident when you watch early games compared to how they're playing now. I think up front offensively, their offensive line's playing together. They're playing fast. They're athletic guys. They're establishing their presence on the line of scrimmage. They're playing 3 different quarterbacks, and I'm assuming we'll see all 3. And then they've got skill on the outside. They've got good runners. And obviously, I think they've got a really good scheme on the way that they try to attack you.
That's Missouri head coach Barry Odom talking about the Tennessee Volunteers. Memorial Stadium, Fairfield in Columbia, Missouri, the site of the 6:30 p.m. kickoff on the SEC Network. Well, we know the East has been clinched by Georgia. The West has been clinched by LSU. These 2 teams will play in the SEC Championship game the first Saturday in December. That's going to do it for SEC Update. I'm Jason Crowder reporting.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Hey! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps, the wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
Rankin County Board of Supervisors continue to strive for excellence for all of Rankin County. Rankin County is one of the fastest growing counties in Mississippi and is centrally located at a key crossroads for economic development in the South. We're home to the Atlanta Braves AA affiliate, the Mississippi Braves, as well as the outlets of Mississippi, and will continue providing residents outstanding quality of life amenities with economic development opportunities, acclaimed schools, public safety, outdoor activities, and a variety of shopping and dining options. Learn more at rankincounty.org.
Need your business to stand out and pop? Then it's time to visit Polshap's Screen Print and Embroidery in Brandon. Polshap's can custom design your marketing campaigns with custom screen printing, embroidery, and promotional materials that set you apart from the competition. Speaking of setting apart, Polshap's does all their work in-house from start to finish. No outsourcing, meaning faster turnaround time and lower prices for you, the customer. Visit Polshaps.com to find out more and get started on standing out.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
You often hear about Mississippi's best kept secrets. If you're looking for the perfect place for your next weekend getaway or the just right setting for your wedding reception, look no further than the best kept secret in Mississippi, the Cart Barn Inn. The Cart Barn Inn is tucked away in Bruce, Mississippi, less than 30 minutes from Oxford, and is a full-service bed and breakfast. Each room at the Cart Barn Inn is fully furnished, including flat-screen TVs, microwaves, refrigerators, wireless internet, comfortable seating areas, and docking stations for your smartphones just in case you forgot your charger. Enjoy breakfast in the morning or a nice evening walk in our privately fenced-in courtyard. Enjoy the game outside on our patio area or take a walk on our boardwalk to our private gazebo. Kay Tyler and her staff will meet every expectation during your stay. Call and book your reservation today at 662-983-7829 or log on to cartbarninn.com. Cart Barn Inn, the best kept secret in Mississippi.
Before digging in my yard, I always call 811 to have my utility lines marked, to avoid service interruptions or injury. As Centerpoint Energy says, it's better to call 811 now than 911 later. And if I suspect a gas leak, I leave the area immediately on foot and call Centerpoint Energy and 911 from a safe, remote location. Really?
Centerpoint Energy invests in its infrastructure to help keep you safe. Centerpoint Energy. Always there.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi Community Colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
A smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family, worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
The Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
With 2 boys, I know about suspicious odors.
But CenterPoint Energy taught me something important. If I smell rotten eggs, it might be a gas leak. I should leave on foot immediately and call both CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe location. I also never store flammables like paint or gasoline near my natural gas appliances. One spark is all it takes to ignite fumes.
CenterPoint Energy provides tips to help you keep your family safe. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
The Mississippi National Credentialing Initiative, or MNCI, is a collaboration between the Mississippi Community College Board and the 15 Mississippi Community Colleges. The MNCI provides opportunities for students enrolled in credited career and technical education programs to receive national certifications. The premise of the MNCI is to connect education and industry for an improved Mississippi workforce. Students with national certifications often earn more than their counterparts without a certification. Visit mccb.edu for more information regarding the MNCI and career and technical education programs that lead to national certifications.
A smile is one of the first things most people notice. And for over a decade, Germany Dental has helped change smiles for thousands of people across Mississippi.
I was so embarrassed about my teeth that I never smiled. But now that I have dental implants and cosmetic veneers from Germany Dental, I can't stop smiling. My decision to see Dr. Germany literally changed my life.
Germany Dental, changing lives, one smile at a time. Call 601-825-4746 today.
between some of the Panther defensive linemen and Ozario Smith took issue.
Yeah, Smith drove right down the middle and just got held up. He was able to get about 4 yards on the carry.
2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Just underway here in the second half. In a first half that was dominated by the Petal Panthers. Rogers takes, he gives. Smith at the teeth of that Panther defense to the 45, and that is all. That'll bring up 3rd down and short for this Brandon offense.
On KDMC replay, you're going to see Smith get shut down again right there in the middle. It's almost the same play. I'd be looking for a quick slant here on 3rd down. Brandon's notorious for.
Smith's helmet came off at the end of the play. When his helmet hit the turf, the helmet came off, so he's going to have to check out here. Joshua Montague in the game, flanked to the right shoulder of Will Rogers. Twin receivers to the far side of the formation. 3-man front for the Panthers on a 3rd down and 4. Rogers play action, pressure in his face, steps up. Now he's going to take off and run. Rogers diving for the 1st down, and the ball is loose. Are they going to say fumble? They say no, down by contact. And I think that's a good call. Ground cannot cause the fumble. Rogers is going to be short of the 1st down either way.
And that was a heads-up play by Rogers here. He fakes, and it just collapses. The play collapses on him, so he tries to make something out of nothing. And he's going. He's got the mindset of where the 1st down is, and he goes for it. I agree. Ground caused the fumble. Not in high school. They're gonna measure. I think he's going to be about, I'm going to say 8 inches short.
You're 0 for 2 tonight. I'm just saying.
I'm not 0 for 2.
You called, no.
I said 6 inches and it was 8. You're going to call it?
No. There were 2 different 4th down measurements, right?
Yeah.
Before the 4th down.
Yep.
Conversion attempt by Brandon. The end of the first half. You got it wrong. Sorry. He might have it by the nose of the football.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. They stretched the chains, and he's well short. Almost a full yard.
Almost a full yard.
So what will the Bulldogs do? Rogers and offense, they're going to check out. Really felt like Brandon's offense, they were going to stay on the field there. But Brandon checks in as if they're going to punt. So if this does hold true and Brandon does actually punt, what a big stop here for the Panthers defense.
Absolutely. They really stepped it up. And, they're conducting business as usual on defense as well. Coach Boyles has really done a great job coaching their players. They're executing on both offense and defense.
Punting for Brandon. I want to say that is Walker.
Walker,
okay,
yeah.
I thought that was Walker. He's normally 95, and he's still 95, and I just could not quite see the jersey.
Well, you've got Walker and Keys, so they both punt for him. So
this might be Keys here.
Nobody back.
I think this is Jacob Keys. Petal playing punt safe. They're not buying it. Brandon, they are going to punt this one away. Nobody back for Petal. Brandon has a chance to down this one inside the 10, down inside the 5. Going to roll down to about the 2-yard line. Beautiful punt here by the Bulldogs. Wow.
83. He's not on the roster.
We don't have an 83.
But, yeah, what an excellent punt by Brandon, getting him caught down. What is that, on the 1?
They're going to put it right at the 2.
Right at the 2.
So here's Petal with their backs against their own goalpost. Nichols is going to take this snap in his own end zone.
It's an opportunity for the Brandon defense to keep them held into there.
Man in motion, they're going to hand to McGowan straight up the middle. Get some breathing room here out to the 6. We'll call it a gain of 4 to be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, KDMC replay. You saw some stunts there by the Brandon defense, and they just missed him.
McGowan, I don't think it can be understated just how good of a running back he is.
He really is a talented running back.
His vision is incredible. When he gets up in between the guard and the tackle, it's incredible vision. Nicholson in the shotgun where he's been much of the night. Hands off left side to McGowan, trying to get to the 10. And he does manage to push out to the 10. He's going to be a couple of yards shy.
Yeah, just shy here on the KDMC replay. You're going to see McGowan drive through his blockers and gets a couple more yards. A little bit short.
3rd down and 2 for the Panthers, as we're now inside 9 minutes here in this third quarter, in a game that's been dominated thus far by the Panthers. Nicholson looks to the sideline for his play. McGowan is going to line up to the right shoulder here of Nicholson. Man in motion to the near side. I think that's Hanford. Going to hand to McGowan. McGowan pushes out to the 13-yard line, and he's got the Mississippi Ag first down. You're shaking your head. Why?
He's an amazing running back. You know, like you were talking just a minute ago, he's the offensive line does a great job blocking, but then McGowan sees these openings that you just don't see, and they just open right up, and he takes advantage of that and gets the first down. It's just a tremendous running back. Great effort. And consistent. He's consistent through the whole night.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. This drive started at their own 2-yard line, and Nicholson bobbles it there, but manages to get it over to, I believe that's McGowan once again, and he pushes out near the 20. He'll be stopped at the 19-yard line. Good gain here on 1st down for the Panthers.
Yeah, here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see virtually the same exact play for the 3rd time in a row. Right. I mean, hey, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it.
So Petal with some breathing room now. 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers. As if you missed the end of the first half, Petal blocked a Brandon field goal as Brandon got within distance for a 46-yard attempt, and it was blocked by the Panthers. Nicholson turns and hands again to McGowan, pushing the pile to the 25. And it's another Mississippi Ag first down for the Petal Panthers. McGowan is doing everything for this Petal offense right now.
Absolutely, and how could he not with an offensive line that's averaging 266 pounds across the board. Some big boys down there making way for their running back.
Inside 7 minutes here in this third quarter. Play clock, plenty of time, down to 18. Nicholson on a 1st and 10. Going to send a man in motion to the near side, Robinson. Now it's going to be McGowan across the 25 to the 26. Minimal gain here. Brandon's defense, Johnny on the spot there.
Yeah, they're finally able to clog the holes there and get the gaps covered and shut them down. You're looking for a little slant or a little screen or something here.
You think a slant's coming?
Yeah, I need to shake it up a little bit.
Nicholson getting everybody set. Slot left, shotgun for Nicholson. Now man in motion is Harris. On the right side of the formation, going to be a little option, and Nicholson going to keep it. It pushes out to around the 27-yard line, just shy of the 28. Again, minimal gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you got, let's see, you got Fred Harris on the left side there, and see 23 is going to be Lawson on the stop there, containing the outside option. I don't think he had the option either way. I think Brandon had it pretty well covered.
3rd and 7. It's been all runs so far on this drive that started at the 2. Panthers, play clock down to 4, down to 3. They might have to burn a timeout here, and they do. Coach Marcus Bull says, let's talk about it. 3rd down and 7. When we come back, Petal on top 24-7 over the Brandon Bulldogs. We're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Timeout by Petal, their first of the second half. 3rd down and 7 coming up here, and Jeff, they want to get the right play call here, want to keep this drive going, continue to milk time off this clock, and, of course, score once again. I mean, that's the name of the game.
Absolutely. And, continuing their momentum and their drive, I think it'd be good for them to do a little slant here, pick up the 8 yards they need.
3rd and 7 for Nicholson. He's got twins to the left. Now he's going to put Harris in motion. Nicholson, play action, back to pass, slant pass, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. You called the slant pass, but getting in there to knock it away is the linebacker for the Bulldogs, Fred Harris, the senior, with a pass deflection.
Here on the KDMC replay here, you're going to see Harris just kind of keeping the lane covered and jumps up, makes the block, forces the punt. O'Brien back to see what he can do with the ball.
Panthers a low punt. Looks like it might have been partially blocked by the Bulldogs and going to roll inside the 50 to the 49. And Brandon going to have sparkling field position to start this drive. If we can take a look at that replay there, Logan, and see if somebody got a hand on it.
Let's see here on the KDMC replay. No, he just muffed the pump.
Shanked it.
Yep.
Huh.
Unfortunate. Now, see if Brandon can take advantage of the good field position and try to catch up.
It's light and steady rain. It's not a complete downpour just yet. So wouldn't think that gripping the football is an issue. And now what a big hit here as on the carry is Ja'Cory Newsom comes up with the hit, but he comes up to greet Alzario Smith. What a lick.
Yeah, on the KDC replay, you see Newsom just come out of nowhere and just leveled him. But he got the first down. Brandon is building their momentum.
Mississippi Ag first down for the Bulldogs. Checking in now for Brandon is A.J. Arrington. And you've got, I want to say that's going to be Arrington who fumbles it and picks it right back up and manages to squeak out 2 yards here for the Bulldogs. Actually, check that's Elijah Miles.
Yeah, it was a good heads-up play. Instead of falling on it, he tried to get it, and he was able to get another yard or two.
I thought he got a better gain than that. They say only gained a yard.
Yeah, I think it was a bad spot, but nonetheless.
Well, don't drop the football. I guess is what coaches will tell you, right?
That's right.
Don't drop the ball. 2 running backs in the backfield here. With Rogers, he's going to send Montague in motion to the far side of the formation. Rogers back to pass, and the play is going to be stopped as you've got a flag that comes down near side. And normally when you see that, oh, no, they're pointing towards Petal. Oh. Offside against the Panthers. Wow.
How about that?
So 2nd and 9 becomes 2nd and 4.
So the Panthers make a mistake, and the momentum for Brandon continues to build.
Great camera shot there by Newman, by the way. 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Late in this third quarter, going to send Montague in motion. Handoff to Alzario Smith, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. No gain. Coming up to make the tackle, R.J. Proctor and Colden Carter. 3rd down and 4 for the Dogs. Big play here late in this third quarter as we tick inside 3 minutes. Rogers, twin receivers near side. Montague in motion. Rogers looks his way. Now wants to take off. Shoots it low, far side for Smith. Thought about tossing it near side to Montague. Then the pressure got there, Jeff, and he had to get rid of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see all of his options are covered, and he goes to his last option, which is actually that's going to be Smith there in the flats, and he just missed through it here.
But they're going for it.
Going for it. Might as well.
4th down and 4 for the Dogs. Inside the Panther 35. 2:41 in this third quarter as Petal leads by 17. Rogers Screen pass, near side, Montague trying to get to the first down. He's not going to get there. The Panthers were ready for it, and they shut down the Dogs on 4th down.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see him just pitch it out to Montague, which is what we were talking about earlier on the sweep pass, and he stopped running, Jason. If he had just cut up front and kept running north, he might have gotten that first down, but because he decided to bounce it to the outside, they were able to catch up with him. Unfortunate for Brandon. They had an opportunity with good field position, and they just weren't able to capitalize.
1st down and 10 for Petal now. Spotted at the 32-yard line, so the Panthers with trips to the far side in control of this game by 17 points. There's a snap and a handoff to McGowan, testing that left side of that Bulldog defense out to the 36, possibly the 37. Good gain here on 1st down.
KDMC replay, you're just going to see him get stuffed right there in the middle. Let's see, 34 for Brandon. It's going to be Shepard Robbins on the stop there.
2nd and 6 coming up for the Panthers. Nicholson. Plenty of time here on the play clock. Trips to the far side for Nicholson. Waits on the snap. There it is. Handoff. Left side, Nicholson out to the 40. Brandon trying to strip that football. And McGowan hangs on to it. Out to the 40. It'll bring up 3rd down as short.
You're going to see Perry for Brandon come up and right into the gap and shut it down. He's still, two yards short of the 1st down?
3rd down and 2.
If Brandon can hold him to a punt.
Yeah.
With 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter, they're running out of time to catch up.
This last ball game between these two teams, we had 0 scoring in the 3rd quarter. So let's see what Petal can generate here on a 3rd down and 2. Bulldogs showing blitz. Nicholson hands off. McGowan pushing out. Did he get the 1st down? No signal yet. He's close to that Mississippi Ag 1st down. And we wait on the signal from the official. He says, yep, move the chains, boys.
There you go.
It's a Mississippi Ag 1st down. So Petal going to milk another 20, 30 seconds off the clock here and get us towards the end of the 3rd quarter.
This is where time management's gonna come in handy.
Oh yeah. Trips to the far side once again for Nicholson. He's got McGowan to his left shoulder, where he's been much of the night. Haven't changed up a whole lot. And off to McGowan left side, straight up the middle. He's in Brandon territory and almost busted that one to the house. Inside the Bulldog 45, and it's another Mississippi Ag 1st down.
Here in the KDMC replay, you're going to see a well-executed run play right up the gut. Excellent play call, excellent execution, business as usual.
The Panthers do not have to snap it another time here on this side of the 3rd quarter. They're going to let this thing drain out. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Petal fans are 12 minutes away from moving on to the South State Championship game. Panthers in charge right now, 24-7 over the Brandon Bulldogs, as we're back in 30 seconds on the Spirit Media Network.
Petal Drug Company specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. You'll always work with somebody at our pharmacy who greets you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer your questions. Visit PetalDrugCompany.com to learn more about all the ways we service your family's healthcare needs. Petal Drug Company, proud sponsors of Petal Panther Athletics.
Back with you here for the 4th and final quarter here at Petal High School. Glad that you're with us here tonight. As Petal, 1st and 10 as we start this 4th and final quarter. 24-7, Panthers on top. The last ball game, we were here, KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week, October 11th. This was 21-14 going into that 4th and final quarter. Much different story here tonight.
Yeah, Petal has dominated this game, and it's really going to depend on Brandon stepping up this 4th quarter. They've got a lot of ground to make up. Let's see what happens.
Nicholson going to hand to Hanford, and nothing doing on that right side. Or I'm sorry, McGowan, right side. Nothing doing. May have lost half a yard. No gain. It'll bring up second down.
That's a great way for the Brandon Bulldog defense to start the fourth quarter by shutting that run down.
Panthers, of course, in no hurry as they lead by 17 points. But if you're Coach Marcus Bowles, we get a good look at him here on the sideline. He wants one more score just to solidify this thing. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at the Bulldog 45. Ball on the far hash. Nicholson with trips to the near side. Option play far side. Nicholson stutter steps. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back near the 50. Great pursuit there by this Bulldog defense. Kazarius Bowie, the sophomore defensive tackle, he's been everywhere for this Bulldog defense here tonight.
Yeah, and Fred Harris coming in too. They just shoved it down and contained the outside. It was a great effort by the Brandon Bulldog defense.
3rd down at 15 for the Panthers at the Brandon 49-yard line as we're just underway here in this fourth quarter. Jason Scarborough, Jeff Eade, Logan Campbell, and the Caz. Newman Kazari on top tonight, running camera for us. Chris McDonald back in Rankin County watching things for us as Nicholson back to pass on a 3rd and long. Lets it go near side. Diving reception made at the 45, but a minimal gain by Harris, and the Panthers going to have to punt this one away.
You know, the KDMC replay, you're going to see just a little bit short. And I think he almost to the original line of scrimmage. Now they're going to have to punt. So Brandon does a great job holding Petal. Now, can they capitalize on that? Can they start their momentum back and then, follow through with the score? They're going to have to start playing a 2-minute offense every series.
Alex Dean going to punt this away for the Panthers, standing back at his own 41-yard line. O'Brien to take this one in back at around the 10. Bulldogs coming with the block. Dean gets it off, but Bryant takes it just shy of the 15, and then comes across the 20, and then takes a pop just shy of the 25. And Brandon will take over at the 24-yard line with 9 minutes and 31 seconds right on the dot there. Here in this fourth and final quarter, 24-7. Petal on top from Brandon. Good punt there by Dean.
Yeah, it's a good punt, and he's able to. O'Brien was able to get a few yards on the return. See, Will Rogers is able to drive his offense down the field. This is his potentially last game as a Brandon Bulldog before becoming a state Bulldog.
Yeah. Montague in motion, and they're going to throw a quick pass far side. It's complete, and trying to advance for the Mississippi Ag first down, and then spun out of bounds is going to be Logan Buvett. A nice catch and run there as the Bulldogs in 2nd down is short.
Can't even see a replay. You're going to see that quick slant there as he tries to turn it up. Everything collapses, and he starts to try to get out of bounds, and Petal actually helps him get out of bounds. Stops the clock.
2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. Montague in the backfield. Now he's in motion again. Rogers back to pass. Pressure comes. Rogers gets away and throws it down the field for a first down to Buvett, just past the marker of Mississippi Ag first down. Good play there by Rogers to navigate in the pocket and find an open receiver.
Yeah, in the KDMC replay, you're going to see a great open field tackle by the Petal defense. Unfortunately for Petal, Brandon's able to pick up the first down and keep their drive going, building that momentum that we've been talking about.
Cross the 35 to around the 36-yard line. Ball on the far hash. Trips to the near side. Rogers in the shotgun. He'll flip Montague to his right shoulder. Petal in a 3-man front. Play action. Rogers slant pass caught across the 40 to the 45. Plunging forward to the 46 for the Mississippi Ag first down is Reagan Wallace, the junior wide receiver.
Yeah, here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see another slant in, and I think that's kind of the bread and butter that Brandon's got is that those slants and out routes.
Bulldogs going with a little bit of tempo here, it appears. Well, I say that, and then they slow it down. Twins to the far side and near side. Rogers takes, looks, throws an out route, and it's caught by Nickelberry. How in the world did he hang on to that? As he had to turn and contort his body in the air for the Mississippi Ag first down all the way down to the Petal 40.
Just an amazing reception. Well managed by the Brandon Bulldog offense. Rogers was right on target. Nickelberry makes the reception. Great play.
Brandon in a 4-wide set. Shotgun once again for Rogers. Clock rolling inside 8 minutes. Rogers back to pass. Pressure comes. Pass down the field. Overshoots everyone. And his intended receiver, I think he was trying to hit Buvett there on the far side, and that was the intended receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Here at the top of your screen on this KDMC replay, you're going to see Buvett making a route, and he just overthrew him.
.732 here in this 4th and final quarter. 5-receiver set as Rogers goes empty here. Montague now going to be in motion behind him. And they're going to come with the tunnel screen to Nickelberry. Nickelberry with room. Nickelberry turns on the Jets. Can he get there? Oh, he stopped at the 1-yard line. They say, no, he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What an outstanding throw and run here as Brandon capitalizes on the turnover. And Nickelberry just turns on the Jets right there. Let's see, right as he gets to the end. I thought he was short.
No.
I think he was short, about 1.5 yards short.
Woo. So you think his knee went down?
Yeah, I think his knee went down. I think it's pretty obvious that his knee went down.
I wonder if he broke the plane before that. Who knows? Extra point is up, and it is good. Well, we've got a ball game now, buddy.
Yes, we do.
24-14. Brandon has cut the lead to 10. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful season. Elite is proud to serve the local community with multiple locations providing superior outpatient physical therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffered an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you.
Nickelberry with a big catch and run for Brandon. As we look at the KDMC replay, Brandon right back in this ball game, Jeff.
Yeah, Nickelberry gets right here on the goal line. What I'm looking for is this knee going down and causing his body to jerk right there. Now, was the ball over the plane? Referee is right there on the goal line, so he had a whole lot better view than we do up here. So either way, it doesn't matter.
There's been a couple of plays tonight, especially in that first quarter, where it looked like it was close.
Yeah.
And it looked like it might have been a touchdown. Brandon going with a little squib kick here. The ball is free. Petal's got to get on it. And there's a recovery for the Panthers. Woo, that was close for Petal as Brandon nearly comes up with a recovery there. I think they caught the Petal special teamers napping just a little bit.
Agreed. And it was a well-executed onside kick. Well, pooch kick, onside kick. You got your hands team involved, and they're sprinting down. They're fast. And, yeah, they were caught sleeping. But heads-up play there for Petal. Number 20, Wyndham, for jumping on it.
They kicked it in that no man's land,
Yeah.
right over that first wave, that first lane of special teamers.
And I've always loved that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you got somebody with wheels, get them down there fast.
No doubt. Plenty of time in this ball game here. 7-16 as Petal now leads only by 10. Nicholson hands off. Looks like that's McGowan coming right side. He manages to muscle out to the 24, a gain of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6.
On the KDMC replay, you're going to see McGowan coming through. And that's what we're going to see pretty much from here on out, driving that clock down. They just got to be consistently getting those 3 yards in a cloud of dust, make sure they get the first down and keep the clock moving.
I wonder if Petal just got a little too conservative on that last possession.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. They weren't able to keep the ball moving. And they paid for it with a touchdown.
They did. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Game clock approaching 6.5. Nicholson takes, gives. McGowan off the right side, carrying folks with him. What a collision there off of that right side with that Brandon defense. It's going to be 3rd down is short.
I think it's Perry he just lit up and almost ran over. Yeah.
Ooh, goodness.
What a hit.
He didn't light him up.
Replay.
He didn't light him up. He ran him over.
Yeah.
I mean, if you run over Zyhenryon Perry?
Yeah.
You're doing something right. 3rd down and 2, a big down here. It was 24-7 at the half, 24-7 at the end of the 3rd. Brandon gets a big touchdown moments ago here in the 4th. And now it's only a 10-point ball game. McGowan right side, spins to the 30, and I think he's got it. Second effort here for the Mississippi Ag, 1st down.
Here on KDMC replay, you're going to see McGowan make that second effort right there and is just able to pick up that 1st down and keep the clock moving.
Did they spot him short? They haven't changed it on the marker on the far side yet. What in the world?
The clock's still rolling, though.
I think, okay, now they changed it. Now the play clock is down to 11 seconds.
What are the...
This is crazy. Oh, they haven't been able to move the change yet.
Oh, there we go.
Harrison motion. Nicholson takes, gives. McGowan cuts it back to the right. He's going to be tackled for a major loss. That's actually Hanford in to give McGowan a breather. He's going to be tackled. They're going to say forward progress, a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, there on the KDMC replay, that was the play before making the 1st down. But Robbins was in there on the tackle for a loss, and they...
Trips to the near side for the Petal Panthers inside 5 minutes here in this 4th quarter. 10-point ball game, 2nd round of the Class 6A playoffs. This game just got interesting a couple of moments ago. Petal 2nd down 11 from the 29-yard line. Nicholson takes, looks, has a man wide open. It's the tight end. He's off to the races. 1 man to beat, caught from behind. On the reception, guess who? Number 85, Landon Easley, his first catch of the 2019 season. It's 1st and goal inside the KDMC red zone.
Jason, here on the KDMC replay, you're going to see a classic tight end route right up the seam, and he was wide open. The defense was expecting yet another run to run out the clock. They pull out the tight end at the right moment, and he almost made his first reception a touchdown reception. What an outstanding play call by Marcus Boyles.
What a call. And credit to Nicholson there, because you've got the tight end. It's not like a wide receiver. You can lay it out. You got to put just enough touch on it and make sure you don't overshoot him. So give credit to Nicholson there.
Absolutely, especially when you're not used to throwing to him.
Play clock down to 2 seconds as they had some substitutions here. McGowan checks in for Hanford as he picks up 1, maybe 2, and then he's going to be pushed back as Harris makes the tackle for the Bulldogs.
He's going for that strip, too.
No doubt.
Here on the KDMC replay, you're just going to see everything collapse and Harris come in right there from the outside, trying to get the strip so they can get a fumble recovery and run it back for 6, but wishful thinking.
Brandon has just exhausted their first of their 3 timeouts, and we take it with them with 3:34 remaining in the ball game as Petal looking to put this one away on top 24-14 as we're back in 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network. Back with you here at Panther Stadium. Petal on top 24-14 over Brandon. Brandon made it a 10-point game moments ago. Big pass to the tight end for Petal. And now it's 2nd and goal for the Panthers. As it's going to be a handoff to McGowan left side, and he's going to be spun back. Minimal gain as Kazarius Bowie comes up to make the tackle for the Dogs. 3rd and goal. Huge play in this ball game coming up.
Huge play. Now the key for the Brandon Bulldogs is to pay attention, execute, and have a good goal line stand to get the ball back. There is still an opportunity with the right onside kicks. You know, they're only down 10, but if you can hold them to a field goal and then miss the field goal, there's opportunity. But this is an opportunity for Petal to close the game out.
We tick inside 3 minutes now. Play clock down to 10 seconds. 3rd and goal right around the 7, 8, or 8-yard line. I think Petal's going to let this run all the way down, and then they're going to call a timeout. That's exactly what they do. They want to drain every bit of time that they can off that clock. 2:43. Now Petal takes a timeout. They have one remaining. We take it with them. Back in 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge. It's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps. The wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!
Back with you as Petal uses their second timeout. Third and goal coming up at the 7. This Bulldog defense, they're gassed.
Man, are they. You know, Petal's offense has just really drilled the Brandon Bulldog defense. They are just loafing around out there. Right before the timeout, they're just worn down.
3rd and 7. They put Robinson in motion, play action for Nicholson, and he's just going to go down. How about that? Just says, you know what, I'll just go straight down to the ground. And they force Brandon to use their second timeout. Heads up play there by Nicholson. Nothing there. Don't try to force anything. We're going to try to get a field goal here. And you also force Brandon to use their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, excellent heads-up play by Nicholson there. You know, so Brandon's going to hope for a field goal block here to keep him alive. If not, off to South State it is for Petal.
Here's what's interesting. We're at 24-14. Petal's about to attempt an extra point.
Field goal.
A field goal, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Petal was able to block a field goal right before the half by Brandon.
Yeah.
And if that field goal goes through, we're at a touchdown game right now.
That's right.
And so now, if you flip to the other side of that argument, now you've got the hero of last time these two teams met, Nate Jones. He had 2 35-yard field goals, won the game winner in that game. He could put his squad on top by 13. Good hold, good snap, kick is away. It's good, but a flag is apparently down. I don't see the flag unless it's far side.
False start.
False start against Petal. So let's see where they mark it. Still going to be within the range of one Nate Jones.
Yeah, he's like, that's okay. Just I'll take a few steps back and do it again.
I think they put it down at about, we'll say, the 18. So guess what? 35-yard field goal. That's what won the ball game for Petal. And now Brandon, they come offside.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that field goal that won the game last time was from this.
It's from the same
area, right?
Same area. Yep. Near hash.
He's 7 for 7 going into this kick for field goals.
So they scooted up to about the 14, so we'll say 31-yard field goal. Put the Panthers up by 13. The kick is up. I think it might be wide left. No, it hooks inside the left upright. Wow, Nate Jones comes through again for the Petal Panthers. How about this kid so far this season? 7 for 7 on field goal attempts. If we can take another look at that one, hooking just inside.
Just inside. You know, the first kick was just kind of a lofty, regular, run-of-the-mill kick. And then this one was, he put everything into that, and I thought it was wide left.
Pretty close, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't think there's enough time for Brandon, but, you know, Brandon Bulldogs never give up. They always go to the final seconds of the game.
Sure.
So, and I'm sure that's what Coach Peterson's got them, you know, go out, leave it all out on the field. Seniors, this is it for high school. So, you know, finish strong.
2:26 and 1 timeout for the Bulldog offense, and you're down 13. This Bulldog offense certainly with a lot of firepower and the ability to move the football pretty much against any defense in the state. You've got Will Rogers, who's 4th in Mississippi in passing yards. Let's see what kind of rabbit Brandon can pull out of the hat here. End over end kick. Going to drive Bryant back to the 5. Comes to the 10. Tries to cut back across the 20. He's going to be tackled right at the 20. Nice open field tackle here for the Panthers. Zion Edwards makes the stop. They'll drop O'Brien around the 20. 1st and 10 for the Bulldog offense from the 20 with 2:19 remaining.
I'll be interested to see if they go back to their 5 receivers.
Yeah.
And just keep working it down the field. You know, it's reminiscent to me of that 7-on-7 that they do in the summer where it's just nothing but receivers and just keep working it. Now you've got a super fast 2-minute drill you've got to do. And so they need to be quick passes, but they need to get on down the field too. They can't be these little short 5- and 8-yard passes.
Empty set for Rogers here. Trips to the near side as he looks to Montague, puts him in motion. To the far side of the formation, Montague on the screen route. Rogers steps up, throws to Nickelberry, who spins to the 35, to the 40. He's across the 45 and tackled with the Mississippi Ag 1st down near midfield as the officials are going to mark this one quickly right at the midfield stripe.
It's a great throw and catch there by Nickelberry and Rogers. Great route. He just, that was a perfect pass. Great effort by Nickelberry. Got to the 50-yard line.
Rogers back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws near side. Nickelberry too low this time as he was open here inside the 40. And Rogers shoots it too low. It'll be 2nd and 10, stopping the clock with 1:53 remaining.
Yeah, so on the KDMC replay, you're going to see just threw it behind him a little bit. He stepped up in the pocket, throws it a little bit behind him. Incomplete pass. It's okay. It stops the clock. Right back at it.
Rogers twins to the left and to the right. 3-man front for Petal. Screen pass far side to Montague. Montague, stiff arms and going to be chased out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Basically no gain as he'll stop the clock going out of bounds with 1:45.
Here on KDMC replay, if you'll see, Jason, the defense didn't go anywhere.
No.
And the offense wasn't set up properly. I don't understand that play call. To me, that was kind of a wasted play. They just didn't line up the receivers to pull the defenders away from that area of the field.
And if we can watch film and see there's only 3 routes that Montague's going to run, you know, the Petal defense, Johnny on the spot there. 3rd down 11 is what they call it back at the 49. Rogers with 1:45, down 13, back to pass. Quick pass near side to Nickelberry. He shrugs off a tackler, or a would-be tackler, and now going to be pushed out of bounds here near side as he'll be short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down coming up for the Brandon Bulldogs.
In KDMC replay, you're going to show this quick pass, and Nickelberry's trying to get to the out of bounds to stop the clock, and boy, did he. They pushed him on out with.
This is your ball game here. 4th and 6. If you're Petal, you come up with a stop. Book your tickets to the South State Championship game. Play clock down to 17 seconds. And we are going to have a Brandon timeout. And we will take the timeout with him back in 30 seconds here on the Spirit Media Network.
The Rankin County Board of Supervisors continue to strive for excellence for all of Rankin County. Rankin County is one of the fastest growing counties in Mississippi and is centrally located at a key crossroads for economic development in the South. We're home to the Atlanta Braves AA affiliate, the Mississippi Braves, as well as the outlets of Mississippi, and will continue providing residents outstanding quality of life amenities with economic development opportunities, acclaimed schools, public safety, outdoor activities, and a variety of shopping and dining options. Learn more at rankincounty.org.
4th down and 6 coming up for the Brandon Bulldogs. Last chance for the Dogs to keep this game alive, and they just burned their final timeout. 1:36, and Brandon down 27-14 here in part 2 of Brandon Petal in our final KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week broadcast of 2019. What a year it's been. 4th down and 6 for Brandon. Rogers back to pass, throws over the middle, has a man open, and it's caught right off the turf. What a catch there. Coming up with it is Logan Buvett for the Mississippi Ag. 1st down.
We were talking about Buvett coming into this game, and he's a very consistent receiver, and there he is getting the 1st down for the Brandon Bulldogs. Keeps them alive.
Set the chains, and the clock will start. Minute 19, Rogers back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, throws, out route. Confusion there on that route. Nickelberry went one way. Rogers went the other with the pass. A minute 12 remaining here in this fourth and final quarter. Second down and 10.
It's difficult to play as a senior. You know, running into, realize they're the last plays of your high school career. It's tough.
Nickelberry looks a little gimpy as he comes off the field for this play. Rogers fakes to Montague, back to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket, throws, far sideline, caught, and now they say no, incomplete. Wow. Look pretty close from here.
Too, yeah. Let's see on the KDMC replay here. You're going to see him flush out of the pocket, throws right at the line of scrimmage, and
ooh, I don't know.
Unless his foot was on the line, it looked like he got 1 foot in.
That right foot could have already been out of bounds.
Yeah.
It was like that left foot came down.
Yeah.
That was close. A minute 3, fourth and final quarter. Third down and 10 for the Dogs. Just shy of the Petal 35. Rogers back to pass. Throws over the middle. Passes caught and spinning inside the 25 for the Mississippi Ag. First down on the reception, Logan Buvin.
Again, coming in at the nick of time here on the KDMC replay. Same exact play as before. Rogers to Buvin gets the first down. Very consistent receiver.
Clock rolling here, down to 45 seconds. First and 10, Rogers back to pass. Time in the pocket. Now he's going to roll to his right, looking downfield. Rogers throws it out of bounds. Heads up play there by Rogers. Nothing open downfield. He's just going to toss it out of bounds and then have some nice little chat here with Ja'Cory Newsom.
You know, Jason, I just haven't seen a whole lot of urgency. There's no souped up 2-minute drill.
Tempo.
There's no tempo whatsoever. They're just kind of going through the motions here, finishing the game. I mean, he didn't have anybody to throw to. I'm not talking about that specific play, but just in general.
You're expecting more tempo.
Yeah.
Second and 10 for the Dogs. Back to passes Rogers. Rogers steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, throws it towards the end zone, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Panthers. And they say no, incomplete. Wow.
Here on KDMC replay, you're going to see Rogers throw it into the end zone, and we'll see how it comes down. I was thinking he bobbled it, but okay, so I don't know. I thought he caught it. Looks like it on the replay.
I thought he caught it.
Yeah.
He held it kind of against his leg. Or
right there on his waist, as he went down.
Man.
Okay, so one more. What I was going to say is that lack of energy and tempo is just take a knee. If you're not going to give effort, then just take a knee.
Third down and 10. 20 seconds remaining. 13-point lead for the Panthers. Dogs down to their final 20 seconds. Rogers back to pass. Throws to Montague on the wheel route. Catches it and then spins and tries to get out of bounds. And he does. Inside the KDMC red zone. He's short of that Mississippi Ag first down. Going to be fourth down and short for the Dogs.
Yeah, we got KDMC replay here to Montague. Another little wheel route. Just didn't get it far enough down to the first down. So he's got 1 yard to go. Pretty much it right here.
Fourth down and 1. What do you call here? You're a team that primarily stays in the shotgun. So what is it that you possibly could call here to catch Petal off guard?
Montague screen.
Yeah.
Or Montague wheel route.
But will that catch him off guard? He only runs 3 routes.
Send Montague to one side and throw Nickelberry on the other side. Or Buvin even.
Little back shoulder.
Yep.
Rogers back to pass, throws towards the end zone. It's high and over the head of the intended receiver. Incomplete. And that is going to do it as Petal's going to take over on downs, and the Panthers can book their tickets to the South State Championship game.
The KDMC replay just throws it right over his head. And, it's a valiant effort in the third quarter by the Bulldogs. I feel that they kind of gave up the fourth quarter.
Think so?
I do.
Wow.
Because they just had no tempo whatsoever. They had no urgency, really. But that's just my opinion.
All the Panthers have to do here is take a knee And that's your game. Nicholson goes to a knee, and the final seconds are going to run off the clock here. And the Panthers win the rematch, and they own the Brandon Bulldogs in the postseason once again. Petal, your final score, 27-14 over the Brandon Bulldogs. Petal improves to 12-1 on the season. Brandon will end the season 9-5, and Petal will take on the winner of Oak Grove and Gulfport next week for the South State Championship. Give credit to Coach Marcus Bowles. I tell you, it's hard to beat the same team in the same season twice. We hear that all the time, but he had his team prepared tonight, no doubt.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to tell you just a second ago. Is not even with the lackluster finish for the Bulldogs. Now, I don't want that to take away from the performance of the Petal Panthers. They played and executed a perfect game, really, total. The penalties they had in the game were very far and few in between. They were able to conduct business as usual, focus and execute, capitalize on the mistakes that the Bulldogs made, and came up as winners, and they're going to South State. An excellent job by Coach Boyles yet again. Phenomenal game, 3-6A. The rain held off.
It did.
Surprising.
Praise the Lord.
But, yeah, it's a great game. And, hey, thanks for having me this season, Jason. I appreciate it.
We're going to get to that. Hang on. We're going to get to that. Trust me. We're going to have a moment to say thank you to everybody that's made this season possible. We've got one more Friday night left. It's not for a game of the week. That's next week. We'll tell you about that when we come back, and hope you guys will join us for that. Let's take a 3-minute break. 3 minutes? Actually, what is that? Is that 2.5 minutes? That's 3 minutes? Okay. I can add. See? I can multiplication, addition, subtraction. All right, so we'll take a 3-minute break, come back, and put a bow on this one here as Petal defeats Brandon. 27-14 ends Brandon's season once again, and Petal headed to the South State Championship game. Back in 3 minutes here on the Spirit Media Network.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe in making dreams
come true.
We believe
the home you want
is right there.
is right there.
And we'll help you find it.
Thoroughly trained, passionately committed
and always on your side. You can count on us
every step of the way. And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
You're more than a patient at KDMC. You're family. Worthy of kindness, compassion, and respect. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
Outdoorsman Tractor Package is here at Mississippi Ag. Choose a 3 Series John Deere tractor tailored to your horsepower needs and get all the attachments you require for the fall in one convenient package, including a loader, disc, and spreader starting at $315 a month. And as always, you get it all covered by our 10-year warranty. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's a deal that is sure to help you get your food plots ready for the season. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires 10/31/19.
Before digging in my yard, I always call 811 to have my utility lines marked, to avoid service interruptions or injury. As CenterPoint Energy says, it's better to call 811 now than 911 later. And if I suspect a gas leak, I leave the area immediately on foot and call CenterPoint Energy and 911 from a safe, remote location. Really?
CenterPoint Energy invests in its infrastructure to help keep you safe. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
You often hear about Mississippi's best-kept secrets. If you're looking for the perfect place for your next weekend getaway or the just right setting for your wedding reception, look no further than the best-kept secret in Mississippi, the Cart Barn Inn. The Cart Barn Inn is tucked away in Bruce, Mississippi, less than 30 minutes from Oxford, and is a full-service bed and breakfast. Each room at the Cart Barn Inn is fully furnished, including flat-screen TVs, microwaves, refrigerators, wireless internet, comfortable seating seating areas, and docking stations for your smartphones just in case you forgot your charger. Enjoy breakfast in the morning or a nice evening walk in our privately fenced-in courtyard. Enjoy the game outside on our patio area or take a walk on our boardwalk to our private gazebo. Kay Tyler and her staff will meet every expectation during your stay. Call and book your reservation today at 662-983-7829 or log on to cartbarninn.com. Cart Barn Inn, the best kept secret in Mississippi.
42-24. Welcome back one final time to our KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week, our final game of the 2019 season. Score update for you. Petal's going to take on the winner of Gulfport and Oak Grove. Oak Grove currently leads Gulfport 42-24 in that ball game. So, hey, man, our final KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week. Can't believe we're saying that. We do have one final Friday night, next Friday night. So we'll tell you about that here in a second. But what a game we had here. This was pretty special. We got to do 3 games here this year. The relationship with Coach Marcus Boyles and the coaches across the state has been phenomenal. I'll give you a chance to say your thanks here in a second, but what I do want to do is say thank you to our sponsors. KDMC, King's Daughters Medical Center, Mississippi Ag, Centerpoint Energy, Lakeside Molding, Van Sporting Goods, gosh, I could go on. Mississippi Community College Board. Who am I leaving out here? So many folks I'm leaving out. Yeah, let's probably look at the list. Let's just go down the list here.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Let's
get them on the air.
Germany Dental, State Farm, Ted Cannon jumped in tonight to make this broadcast happen. Petal Drug Company, Elite Physical Therapy, the Garner Company, Buffalo Wild Wings, all of you watching there in Flowood tonight. Pole Chaps, who handles all of our screen printing. We appreciate them so much. I feel like I'm leaving somebody out. Exit Realty, Tony Bahu, who was with us for some of the games this year. We appreciate him. Gosh, I feel like I'm leaving out a sponsor or two. But we still have one more broadcast next week. But this is our final KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week. Logan Campbell, Chris McDonald, Jeff Eade, Newman Kazari up top, unpacking everything. What a season. I mean, seriously, what a season.
It's been a great season and a great ride. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Like, new to this, totally new to this, learning each week that I've been able to do this, and I appreciate the opportunity and getting to know you guys even better. And Friday night under the lights and great football. It's been outstanding.
Outstanding. We've enjoyed it. Look, hey, you can watch the replay of this game, Facebook, Twitter, our Roku TV channel. And, of course, we'll tell you a little bit more about our plans over the next few months here. We'll tell you a little bit more about that. Next Friday night, we're going to be live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Flowood. So for those of you that are there right now, come out and hang out with us on the day after Thanksgiving. Sick of turkey? Come hang out with us at Buffalo Wild Wings and have some wings. And we'll talk a little football. We'll also be at the Egg Bowl next week, me and this guy, covering Mississippi State and Ole Miss on Thanksgiving night. So we encourage you to stay tuned for that coverage as well.
I want to give one more shout-out of thanks to our families.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate
support system,
the support system and being able to come out here and do that. And it's been – I'm grateful to my family. Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun this year. By the way, that game just went final. Oak Grove over Gulfport 42-24. So it'll be Petal and Oak Grove in the South State Championship game next week. That's going to do it for us. Our final KDMC Mississippi Ag Game of the Week. We'll be live from Buffalo Wild Wings, our final 2019 football broadcast next Friday night. Hope you'll join us. Just follow us on Twitter, Spirit Media MS. Follow us on Facebook, Friday Night End Zone. Go to our website, spiritmedianet.com, and we'll have all the details there. For Logan Campbell, the Kaz, Newman Kazari. For Chris McDonald, who couldn't be here tonight. Chris Bragg, who's on location monitoring somewhere in a bat cave, I think. I think he's in a bat cave.
Yes.
To Jeff Eade, my partner. Been a lot of fun, man.
Same here, buddy.
Enjoyed it, man. Thanks to everybody for joining us. All of you who've joined us every Friday night. Thanks so much. We'll see you down the road here on the Spirit Media Network.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Petal Drug Company specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. You'll always work with somebody at our pharmacy who greets you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer your questions. Visit PetalDrugCompany.com to learn more about all the ways we service your family's healthcare needs. Petal Drug Company, proud sponsors of Petal Panther Athletics.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful season. Elite is proud to serve the local community with multiple locations providing superior outpatient physical therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffered an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you.
Your man cave is a lie. It's not a masculine refuge, it's a basement in your wife's house. Caves don't have frilly craft store signs. Yell about it. In your man cave, no one can hear you scream. Wake up! Head upstairs and get to B-dubs, where the kegerators are just called taps. The wall color is TVs, and the wings taste like freedom. Also, your friends actually like coming here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Roar!